Hello, and welcome to Crits and Knits. We got a different kind of setup tonight. We're going to start off with our knits with our live friends here, and then after the break, we'll come back for a pre-recorded interlude, because
Wait, what?
scheduling is weird, man.
Yeah, it's kind of
Scheduling's
crazy.
hard.
But we're here. We all had a break over the winter holiday season.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if everyone had a break from regular life, but we had a break from streaming at least.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh my god.
how have things been going in the last month?
I
Good.
had a wonderful holiday season. I went up to the Seattle area and hung out with my sister and my brother-in-law and just basically lived on their couch and knitted and watched Ted Lasso.
Nice. That sounds like a good
Which-
time.
Love
If
Ted
folks
Lasso.
have not if folks have not seen Ted Lasso,
Oh, watch it.
watch it.
Yes.
Watch it. It is very good.
Yes.
Never seen it.
Oh, you were shaking your head like you didn't like it, but no, you should watch it.
Oh, I've just never seen it.
Yeah, no, get the Apple Plus free trial and then just binge it. It is a truly feel good show.
How?
Yes, Greg.
What's up?
I have a suggestion. I should go put it in the That's Pretty Crafty channel that you should do a Ted Lasso episode.
Oh,
Have
yes.
you not?
We have not.
Oh,
Well, if DB's never seen it, of course
that's
they
right.
have it.
yeah.
Makes
Should.
sense.
Yes, put it in the suggestions, please, because that'll
I'll
be
do
great.
that. Hey, did you see how I just mentioned that our Discord has
It's expanded.
Oh my
Yes,
god, our Discord has
grown.
expanded.
Yes.
Are you? I don't know if you guys are ready for this.
Well, just we found that with That's Pretty Crafty only having the one show channel in Majestic Goose, it was getting a little bit, well, everything was in the
Crowded?
one spot, and so it was hard to find stuff, and things just didn't feel quite as nice as they do over in our Discord, where we can have all the different channels. So we have
Correct.
expanded. You can absolutely still catch us on the Majestic Goose Discord, say things, and we will respond. But this lets us get a little bit more granular with how we organize stuff. And it
Yep.
makes it a little bit easier to follow things, and yeah. So yeah, you may have noticed some switching around of stuff, and that happens. And there's going to be another thing added for the Crits and Knits section of our Discord server. We have a bingo card.
Yeah.
We're doing a
Oh,
2025 Crits and Knits bingo. And so by the end of the week, because I don't want to do it tonight because I don't want to screw things up while I'm trying to stream or re-record. That would just be a problem. And I've got other recordings later on this week. But I will get it put up. But the way it's going to work is we've got a bingo card that everyone can use to play. If you want to save it and put it into Canva and put fancy little symbols on it every time you do something in one of the squares, knock yourself out. But because we are all Gen X or millennials, we are going with the rule pics or it didn't happen. So we need photos of all the stuff that you do. But it's not like crazy hard things to do. It's all quite reasonable, actually. And I'm looking to see where I put I don't remember where I put my copy of the picture. Because
It's okay.
that's fine. I think I put it in. Yeah, there it is. I found it. So, samples of things are knit a dice bag. Because, honestly, we do things with dice.
Easy.
So, a lot of you can knit a dice bag. And in any time we say knit, you can substitute it for crochet or weave or tat or any fiber
Sew,
craft.
Or so,
Or
yeah.
sew, yeah, any fiber craft.
Fiber art, a craft bag.
But as if we started trying to expand that wording, we couldn't fit it in a square. So by knit we mean make in whatever fibery way you would like.
I mean, we could have just used the word make.
No.
Stop
Well,
that.
no, because we want it done in a
Stop
we
making
want it done in a
sense.
fibery way.
Also, Beebs, it's crits and knits.
Yes.
We had to have
had
the
to use
knit
the word
part in
knits.
there.
But yeah, something. So knit a dice bag is one of our options. Weave in your ends. And
Yeah.
we put that there to torture ourselves because some of us
Oh,
don't
not
like
me.
doing that.
Not me, baby. I
Okay.
always weave in my ends.
I mean, I do it. I just hate doing it, and I would like a reward for doing it.
I will
So-
do it for you.
reason-
A score should have been have Deebles weave in your ends.
Say, can it be weave in somebody else's ends? Because I still
you
have
go.
some of Danny's ends to weave in.
Wait, really?
Oh,
From the baby
yeah.
hats?
From
Are
the baby
you?
hats.
Oh, no.
Are you
I thought I
a
wove
cheater,
those all
cheater
in.
pumpkin eater?
I thought they just needed trimming.
Oh, maybe they do. I
Yeah,
haven't.
I wove in the ends. They just needed
Okay.
trimming, and I forgot to
They
trim.
just need trimming. Okay, that's
Just
fine.
trimming.
Hell yeah, that works,
right.
Lady Bedivere. Do that, do that, do that. I swear
know,
to God.
Yes.
That will technically count, yes.
Hold on. I gotta put my fucking Discord into streamer mode, or I'm gonna fucking end everybody.
You got a lot going on.
I can't handle a lot of things right now.
But we do also have squares for each of the cast members because, we want you to support us. So things like knit a pattern that one of us has created or watch someone's streams. So, you have
Or
lots of things you can do.
My personal favorite, share numbers, with someone who is counting.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was actually how we were reminded to talk about this because Danny was saying that all the things she's working on need counting, and I was like, I just heard, I wasn't even looking, I heard Greg perk up.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. We can hear that sound.
The meerkat.
Yeah.
So we will have the 2025 bingo. It will run all year long. And the deal is, when you get a bingo and prove it with photos, you can post in the bingo channel with all of your proof, and one of us will send you a little prize. You will get a DM from one of the cast members. And honestly, we're probably going to take turns doing it. But the
That seems
prize
valid.
it's going to be something small because it has to go in the mail.
Unless you fill out the whole bingo card, and then we'll probably all go in together to get something cool because
Yes.
that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, if you get a blackout, we'll go a little bit bigger. But for any bingo, yes,
I have a question.
yes,
If they get a bingo and then decide to try and do a blackout, can they do both?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Look at me getting clarification.
Yeah.
Good job.
And like I said, the bingo prizes will be something small, like a stitch marker or a sticker. Just a little something that says, "Thanks for playing." But everyone loves
Oh my
good mail,
God.
right?
Could you imagine if we sent a sticker that just says "Thanks for playing"?
If we do that, it has to be one of the misshapen stars that says "You tried" on it.
No, it still says "Thanks
it's
for
cute.
playing," but it's in the same like.
That
same
same
font.
terrible font.
Uh-huh.
Yep. But yeah,
I will design that for us.
fantastic.
Amazing.
So yeah, we will have the Crits&Knits 2025 bingo up shortly, and I'm excited to play along. I'm going to play along, even though I'm not going to get prizes.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
mean,
Danny,
I'm kidding,
the
I'm
real
kidding.
prize is the friends you made along the way.
there we
I
go.
thought that was the
Yeah.
monsters.
The monster's eating our faces off along the way. Yes.
Ah, yes.
I
But also there's-
apologize.
but also there's nothing to say that the cast members can't send each other things for
I mean,
for
yeah,
bingos.
that's true too. If we post a bingo, someone else in the group should grab it up and send us a little something.
It could
Yeah.
happen, right?
A little
Oh,
prize.
no.
Yeah.
If only to reward you, Danny, for weaving in ends.
Look, it's hard.
I
It's really hard.
I have a
Is it?
sug-
Why is it hard?
Well, because sometimes it's a big project that took like 10 skeins of yarn, and so that's 20 ends, but then you also have to take into account the sleeves, because the sleeves add extra ends.
Danny.
And
Danny,
then the
my
button
sweet-
band adds extra ends.
Danny, my sweet summer child who's been knitting for 1,000 years because you're a fey creature. Weave them in as you go.
Sometimes I just want to keep going. I just want to keep knitting. And other times, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to have to tear this out. If I have to rip it out, I don't want to have to unweave ends to rip it out.
That's fair. I will give you that.
Maybe I'm weaving ends in wrong, but I have never found it difficult.
I don't think it's difficult. Well, so here's the difference. Danny is making like cardigans and stuff like that, so I think it's different with those weaving ends. When you're doing like a straight line, Red. You're not doing like sleeves and whatnot.
That's true.
Yeah.
And you're not doing like a band.
I think
that's a good point.
It's psychology, and I think weaving in slows you down, and you want to keep on driving that fast race car.
Yes.
Listen,
if you have fast race car hands like Danny.
Yes, I just want my race car to zoom.
Here's the thing. Danny goes, "Achoo, it's fucking done." Then all you have
Except
to do
for the
is
ends.
weave in your ends.
It takes so long to weave in the ends.
I have a suggestion when it comes to cat completing. I don't want everybody to be like, "Oh, I saw Danny got hers done," and we all send you something. So maybe we draw names for each of us.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll work that out behind the scenes. But yeah, I like that.
Figure that out.
Figure it out. Yeah.
So,
And as people finish, we can also do drawing names that way.
Yeah.
Or at least like, first person, like we'll do 1 through, how many are there of us?
6.
6.
Yes, we are 6.
There's 1, there's 2, there's 3.
And that's 4, why I didn't pick up the stuff that's patterned.
5.
None of us are currently counted. It doesn't count.
But
those are some numbers that I know.
Listen, I'm very sick, so the fact that I even remembered that there was 6 of us is
It's
very
fantastic.
impressive.
I'm very proud of you, Deebs. I'll give you a hug.
No.
Oh, now I have your germs. Oh,
you don't want it.
I don't want your germs.
I don't want my germs, so
Nobody wants your germs.
my partners do. Fuck off.
And the other little bit of administrative stuff that I want to just hit on real quick before we get into all the fun knitting stuff. So we are doing one of our interludes tonight. In 2 weeks' time, we will have the interlude number 3. And 2 weeks after that, we will have interlude number 4. And with those 4 interludes, we will have wrapped campaign 1 officially, except for character wrap-ups. But we'll have wrapped the main, the end of the rest of the story.
The plot.
Woven in that end.
That yes,
Yes. Stop it, Red.
We'll weave in the end there. Yeah. No. And then we will have several little wrap-ups for each of the characters, so that you know what happened to them. Because I don't know if any of them will be back for the next campaign. There is still some talk. But we want to let you know what happens to them because, we've been playing with them for 2 years?
A long time at this point.
Yeah, we've been playing with them for a long time. So
yeah.
we want to know what happens to them as much as you would like to know.
Well, look, I won't speak for the other characters, but I'll tell you, Herder lasted a lot longer than a throwaway one-shot character should have lasted. He's going to go drink with his girlfriend for the rest of his life now, if he can. He's staying at the Stout Center. You're all welcome to come visit anytime.
As long as there's no adventures to be had.
Yep.
If you tell him about it, he'll write a song or something, but...
He's not going to join you.
Oh. February 2nd is when we first aired.
Oh,
We're almost 3 years, baby.
Oh,
3 years. Maker's mercy.
Yeah, because it was 2022.
Wow. Well, that's what happens when we do every other week and take breaks for our health, as we should. And then June 4th, it's another Wednesday, and that will be our live Q&A session. So, again, going back to Discord, we do have a channel in the Discord for Crits and Knits for Q&A questions. So submit your questions anytime before June 4th. It can be anything about the main part of the campaign. It could be anything about these interludes that we're about to go through. It can be about what the characters did afterwards. Knock yourselves out. We will
I'm
answer
very excited.
a lot of things. And
I'm very excited. I have submitted questions. I'm looking forward to the answers.
Yes.
I've seen the questions other people have submitted. I'm looking forward to answers.
Yep.
I need answers.
And there have been some questions that were in stream, and one of us has added them to the list as well.
Oh, I'm so glad somebody did, because I would not have remembered to do that.
And we are going to talk about a few things that aren't necessarily submitted, but things that feel like stuff that you guys should hear about, hear our opinions on and stuff. So, yeah, that's where we are with all of that. So I'm getting excited about all of this stuff, but even more exciting, we do knit. And I'm betting that in the past month we've had quite a real substantial amount of knitting as I look at the 2-3 projects on my desk.
I have a few, yes.
Do you want to start
would you
us
like
off?
to? I will be happy to start you off. So I will first start with my Cory the Kobold, which is the very first Cory the Kobold I ever made. And we've seen him before because I've shared about him before. He has cute little beady eyes,
Teeny tiny little eyes.
and
Oops.
they're cute.
I love them on him though.
And yeah, and he's got
Little
the
stripy
Unraveling and Knitting
ears.
podcast colorway horny ears things, and yeah, he's great. I love him. And then I had the idea that I wanted to knit a bunch of kobolds for some of my coworkers,
Mhm.
and I had that idea like a week and a half before I was going to see them all in person, and I had enough time to knit one. So,
Well, one is
so
better
Good
than
job,
none.
Greg.
So
right, yeah,
But now they
yeah.
have to fight for the death for that one.
Well, no, so instead I just gave it to one of my former coworkers, and none of the other coworkers know
Snap.
about it
there you
because
go.
I saw
That's
him
the
in
way to do it.
in Pennsylvania too. And so yes, and that was great. So I don't have that one to show, but that was one that I worked on over Thanksgiving, and it was a lot of fun to make, and it was well received. And then Blueberry wanted a kobold as well, and so she's left him on the
Oh,
desk here. So I made
little
Blueberry a
cute
kobold,
little.
and she's given him a key.
Okay.
Um, yeah.
Probably from her
So
D&D character, right?
yeah, I think so. And yeah, it's got a skull on it. Key with a
Yep.
skull.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. And
I know that
this
child well.
kobold, yeah, you do. You do. This kobold does not have little beady eyes. This kobold
No.
has the big eyes. Oh, you know what? And
The
this
correct
reminds
size ones.
look,
According to
eyes
the
come in all shapes and sizes.
Yep.
The correct size is the one that's on the head.
There we go. Yes.
There you right. Yeah, but as I'm talking about this, I think it reminds me that I was probably in the process of knitting the one for my friend um la when we were live at one point because I think I showed you like it's got
Yeah.
little
The
color under the eyes like because it's got
underside.
the clear acrylic
Mm-hmm.
and the
It's
black
got an
pupil.
iris.
It's got an
Yeah.
iris. It's a glittery iris. So Blueberry picked out the colors because the eyes I got came in lots of colors to go there. So she picked out all the yarn for it. It was great. And she pointed out that I'm not really good at symmetry because like he looks great like this, but then if I put him up there, his tail is wagging. It's not it's not centered.
A
It's over to
wagon
the side.
tail.
It's a
Listen.
wagging tail.
Cute.
And
This tail was made for wagon.
and made for wagon. So the first one I did is nice. The second one I did also had a wagon tail. So there must be something in the way I was attaching them. I was at least consistent with the numbers 2 and 3.
Hey.
But whatever, you know.
I was not expecting a bunch of kobold butts on stream tonight, but here we
Well,
are.
I'm also
There you
going to
go.
show a kobold butt, so.
Heck
All right.
yeah.
As I
It's a
Bring
cute
out
little
the
key.
butts. Yeah.
realized that I haven't published that pattern, that will also happen this weekend.
Oh
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was knitting on it in person with the knitting group, and they were asking me about, oh, is there a pattern for that? And I was like, oh, I will text the designer, and so yeah, I will
Yeah,
let
I
them
forgot
know.
about that.
I That's okay.
You've had kind of a lot going on.
Holiday
Yeah.
schedule time and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, it's then I knitted a hat last week, and it is purple. It is this hat,
Ooh.
which is so super
Ooh.
cool. This
I like the
I don't
decreases there.
I love the decreases on this hat. I don't know remember the name of it, but it was designed by E. It is based on it is Owen's hat
Isn't it
that
Oh,
Owen's
that
bubble hat?
The
bobble.
bobble
something like that.
hat.
Yeah, so it's got the bobbles, half bobbles and half cables, and there are
Oh,
cables around the bobbles,
I love
Amazing.
and
that.
it was so much fun, and I love the way the decreases work.
Yeah.
The bobble, it like
They just go so
this is
nicely.
some feedback. I'm sorry.
They just go
What'd you
so
say?
nicely together.
They do, and so this was some feedback I gave you after I knitted it up. When I saw the pattern, I thought that the decrease was going to be too severe because it decreases every round. Since I usually do every 3 rounds,
Hmm.
and but then it turns out not at all too
Yeah.
severe. It is
It's
great,
perfect.
and the bobbles they just bleed into each other, and I've designed a few hats, and I love crowns. I love that. That is my favorite part,
Hmm.
and I always try to make them symmetrical, and I try to do cool things with the crowns and everything. So of course I'm going to gush about the crown on this one because this is what I love. The pattern did not call for a pom pom, but I had extra yarn, and when you have extra yarn,
You make a
You
pom
make
pom.
a
you make
pom
a pom
pom.
pom. And I put my pom pom in, and I just tied it with a bow so I can untie it and take it off if I want to. But yes, so
I should send
The
you.
Owen Thorne bobble hat.
I should send you the pom pom securing things that I made. Did
Okay,
I show you those? Did I show anyone those?
I think I've seen
I
them.
think you've seen
I
them.
think I've heard of
So
them.
they're somewhere between the size of a dime and a nickel. It's
Okay,
got a hole in the center and two little grooves on the outside. And it's designed so that when you use like the faux fur pom poms that can't go in the wash, you
right.
can thread the elastic through your hat through the center of the thing and then slide it up so it locks onto that.
Oh, I
And
Yes,
so
love
it just
that.
locks in there. You don't feel it on your head at all. Like it
right,
sits right up
Yeah.
in the hat. But it keeps it really nice and secure, keeps it tight to the hat. But
right.
it's just a slip of the elastic to take it off so you can wash the
Yeah.
hat and then put it back on. But I've used it with
Okay, now
hats where I tie on as well. So I'll just pull it through and tie it on.
now I want to take what you said and add on to it because you said you can like to slip it off to wash it
Hmm.
or to change it out and have different kinds or colors of pom
Yeah.
poms
Yep.
that you accessorize based on your mood.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
sometimes you want like just a very matchy pom pom that totally goes with it. And sometimes you want something entirely different that is just
Stop
Sometimes you want
funky
a
stop
and
pom
reading
pretty.
my
pom with
mind.
feathers in
I
it.
literally was thinking matchy matchy.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you want a pom pom with feathers in it. You know?
Yeah.
Not around
You could
cats,
do
I
that.
don't, but yes.
Well,
But you
okay,
could wear a
sometimes I
plain
do.
one in with the cats and then a feather one when you go outside.
That's right. You
There you
got your
go.
inside palm and your outside palm. You got your fancy palm.
My
You
my
got your
my my
slumming
my,
around palm.
my Sunday walking palm.
There we go.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All
All
the
right.
different
Well,
palms.
the last thing I want to talk about is another hat that I started knitting also like middle of December. And it was a kit that I got from a friend, and it's a
Ah,
Santa hat in Danish,
In Danish, yeah.
Oh,
you are all
right?
about the foreign language knits.
I, you know what I am all about? I'm all about having a friend who is retired and travels internationally and picks up really cool kits
Hmm.
from their travels. And so, unlike the cowl that I did, which was color work, which was basically very easy to translate,
Yeah.
do some ribbing, follow the chart, and then do some more ribbing.
Right.
Boom, you're done. This has actual like Danish words in it
Oh
Ooh.
my.
and a lot of them. It's a lot of them. So what I did was I took a picture of this and sent the picture to Google Translate, and it gave me English words
Ah.
that were close enough that I could go for it because I was a little scared that because knitting can be technical, the knitting directions can be technical, that the just words translating might not have
Yeah.
been quite right. But like for example, one of the things that got translated that I'm working on now, it's um knit two stitches twisted together.
Okay.
That's a slip slip knit.
Oh.
Okay.
So I was able to look at the picture and kind of see what was going on, and so however that is phrased in Danish, translated to knit two stitches twisted together, but it means slip slip knit. I hope it means slip slip knit. On my
We're gonna
hat, it
find
means slip
out.
slip knit.
Yep.
Be-
That's what you've done.
right, because my hat it's almost finished,
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love that.
Ah.
and so I was working on it before Christmas, and I was really on track to finish it by the new year, and then I ran out of yarn
Oh.
because I knit it, and so and I do not blame the kit on this at all. I knitted the largest size of the kit that was in the kit, although in theory there should still be enough yarn for any of the sizes in there. But also, you see these like little loopy things at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My loops, this is part of the pattern. This was a new technique I learned, and I watched the YouTube that they had linked or talked about. My loops are very loose. You can really see some big loops in there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the and I think it's because I have big man fingers. Because the way you do it, you wrap it around your fingers.
Ah.
Like in the pattern,
Oh, that
I
looks
don't know
very
if this is
small.
going to come off on the screen. They're a lot smaller. It almost just looks
Mm.
like texture,
Okay.
like some sort of texture
Mhm.
stuff. So these loops ate yarn very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Like I barely, and it looks like the loops are all the way to the bottom. There's really another that much length of ribbing that is tucked under and folded inside
Oh, okay.
and seamed in. But like this much space twice was one entire ball of yarn. And
Yeah.
then the rest of the hat was the second ball of yarn. And I finished with maybe like 50 stitches or so left, and I need to knit it down to 16, like the
Yeah.
decreasing by four every other round. So I've got a couple of inches left, but not a whole lot. So I tried to find where I could get this yarn again, and I did not find any places in the United States.
Of
I
course
did
not.
find a shop in Germany, and thought, okay, well, I'll try to order it from them after having Google translate their web page for me. And I kept looking again, and I found a shop in Canada.
Oh.
So I just needed to get a little French translation going.
Okay.
um, what was fine, but they had exactly the yarn I needed.
Yay.
Nice.
I haven't checked the dye lot because it's actually just arrived today. I haven't checked the dye lot to see if it's the same dye lot, but
Looks close
the
enough.
colors look the same, so it doesn't matter if it's close enough or not. It's what I've got.
Sure
So,
enough.
so yeah, so I'm working on that. I'll finish it up in the next few days and put a tassel on it, and I'm very happy and I'm excited to have a Santa hat for next year
Yay.
or this year. That's my knitting.
Cool. DB, do you want to go before you pass out and die?
Sure. So I
Or not?
I'm sorry. I also was working on hats. I made one for Christmas for my mother, which I think I've put pictures in the Discord now, but I don't have it with me because my mom has it in the house somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made a hat that doesn't fit a normal human's head.
Is there really such a thing as a normal human?
It doesn't fit an adult human's head. How about that?
Okay.
Okay.
And it doesn't fit my tiny partner's head either. So anyway, I did this chicken patterned hat.
Oh, that's so
Um,
cool.
And I originally was doing this for a commission. Now that I have it done and realize, oh shit, this is not going to fit my head. It probably will not fit the person's head who has a lot of curly hair.
Oh, yeah.
So I went, oh, So I texted them and went, "Hey, this is not your hat, but do you like these colors?" And they went, "Yes, I love them." Originally, it took me a very long time to figure out what shape this was. It is a rooster head, but looking at it, I was like, "What the fuck is that bent over witch?" Um,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
I see
I saw
that.
Rooster Head right away, but I do see a bent over witch now.
yeah. I was like, what? And then I was like, "Oh, you dumb," um, and figured it out. And went, "Ah, yes." So, I will be making another one of these. There's no stretch to this is the problem because of the color work inside.
Yep.
I am kind of happy with how my floats, I guess is
Yes.
what they're
Your
called.
floats are
Is
pretty.
that what it's called?
Like the one thing I don't like is it's like, "Oh hey, don't cut this piece of yarn. You're just gonna let it like whoop up here." And I was like, "Ooh, I don't like that." But it's
Yeah.
inside the hat, so who gives a shit?
True enough.
Um, but so I did this one, and then I did one for my mom, which also might be a little too big because it was the first time I was doing. I think it's the first time I did a hat that had color work in it at all. But it got done for Christmas. You can see it online.
Is it acrylic or is it wool?
It's acrylic.
Okay.
Cause I'm a cheap bitch.
I was gonna say because if it was wool, you could felt it a little.
Oh no.
But then that's always a trick that you don't want to felt it too much.
Greg has brought in the other thing that I was going to talk about. The other thing that I got commissioned to do was make a dice bag for Blueberry. Blueberry got 2, because I am that extra bitch. Especially
yeah.
because I make bags that are too big, because people aren't like me, who have 1,000 dice. So, yeah, there's that one. And then the other one is actually two yards held together.
Oh my.
And so it's very thick. And also she got a keychain that says Blueberry on it.
I love that. And it even kind of looks like a blueberry.
Yeah.
It kinda does,
yeah,
yeah.
that's what I did. I did that on purpose.
Love it.
Oh my god.
Yay,
Look
dice.
look at them dice. So I did that and I got it over like what, 2 weeks before Christmas I got it sent out to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you
Plenty of
turned it
time.
around real quick. It was great because like I reached out to Deebs and I was like, hey, like I know Christmas is like right around the corner, so I'm not asking you to do this this year, but I'd
Yeah.
like to commission some bags from you. And Deebs was like, oh yeah, I'll knock that out for you. Boom, 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 boom. Had 'em- yeah, they showed up when I was in Pennsylvania.
Yep. He got a lot of messages from me going, "Do you like these colors? Do you like these colors?" Because I was also trying to use my stash.
Yeah.
Hey,
And I was
stash
like, I
busting.
trust you, I trust you, I trust you.
I wanted to ask because, people are particular about their colors.
Yep.
And then we were showing off our kobolds. And this was my first one, and I think we've all seen this little guy, but
He's a cutie.
we were talking about symmetry. His little back legs.
Oh,
He's walking.
there you go. Yes.
He's in the process of walking.
These claws were made for walking.
Listen, and I also did him in Crits&Knits colors.
Yeah.
But and this is the only one I've made so far. I have one that's partially done.
So my legs go perpendicular. It's
I
like
mean-
one going forward and one going sideways.
Wiggle.
Yours are closer than mine are, Greg.
It's all right. Look, everybody is beautiful.
Yes.
I am still working on my color shifting Afghan.
Oh crap! I gotta start on one of those.
You don't have to. I'll start it for you. I have been sick. So I've been trying not to pick up any, oh my god, any projects that I could transfer germs to.
Mm.
So it's been me not knitting
Yeah,
since
that makes sense.
the new year, basically. I've only been sick this week, but I've also been working on other things,
Secret things.
secret, spooky things. Red has basically went, "Hey, come here," and I was like, "Yeah." Did I fight? No.
Not at all. I said this one's mine. Let's go.
Yes. So Ren could have come up to me and been like, "Hey, put this on," and it would have been a handcuff link that was then linked to them, and I'd been like, "Oh yeah, this is fine." We would have skipped hand in hand to whatever adventure we were going to.
Many adventures.
Many adventures. So there's a lot of things happening in the background. Whether it be with like our next campaign with this, whether it's a different campaign over on a different thing, and even more things going on.
You know,
So many plans. We have lots of plans and a wardrobe of fancy pants to match.
Yes.
Love
Some of these things might be more of an endeavor that I had originally expected. Red and I had like whole conversations until like 1 a.m. the other night.
Oh.
Yeah, I kept being like, oh, should you sleep? And she's like, I'll stop texting when I fall asleep. I'm like,
I mean, but that's how this works. Because eventually my eyelids get so heavy I can't see the phone.
It's like being in middle school again.
no, you hang up. No, you hang up.
Oh my god, we should do that, Red.
Oh my god. Getting handcuffed to each other and then trying to knit seems like a terrible reality show challenge that I now have to see some of you attempt one day if you're in the same location. I'm done.
I'm telling you right now, the best way to do that is to have probably this hand on me be knitted, because I don't throw, I just pick. So
I
like
throw,
it's
so.
Yeah. So as long as I can hold one hand steady, I should be okay.
I mean, we do have plans for at least some of us to be in the same vicinity in April. So...
That is like
And
three-legged race next level.
Yes.
Who did it better? Blah, 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 blah.
All right. Yes. Good times. Good times.
Terrible.
Oh
I love it.
So, yeah, but there are a lot of really fun, cool things coming down the pipeline, and I'm excited, and I've been reading. So, exciting stuff happening right now.
Yeah. Cool. Are you in the middle of a row, Ren, or you ready to go?
I mean, yes, but I
you
don't
counting?
need to. No, I'm not.
Shut up, Greg.
Nice try, Gregory. Baby blanket.
It's so pretty.
Ooh.
Still in progress. It's big.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
I think I might be about 2/3 of the way done with it.
That's awesome.
We'll
though.
see. I have another 6 or 7 skeins of the size that I've been using. So I can just keep going until I feel like it's done.
Yeah.
I did have to get them in a different this yarn, different dye lot, so there'll be a definite point where you see the color shift.
Or
Maybe.
you can alternate rows.
No.
It's
Because
not hard.
well, it is though, because let me grab this. That would be a very specific kind of challenge that would involve unraveling, because this is all that I have left of the original color.
Okay.
It's fine.
It'll be fine.
I'm sure the dye lot. I'm sure the dye lot isn't that much different.
And babies tend not to notice that sort of thing.
Babies don't care.
Oh my god, red. Oh yeah, I don't see that. Okay, I see it a bit.
This one's bluer.
Yeah. Ren, you're hurting me physically.
With
Just
what?
having it loosey goosey like that.
I haven't gotten this caked yet. I also haven't started working from it yet.
Oh no, I didn't see. I didn't see the thing.
Just working straight from it like that.
I have though.
I know you
I've
have.
hung it off of the edge of chairs to make that work, but no, I just haven't caked these yet.
No, it's fine. I thought you didn't have anything securing it either, so that was a big like. Oh fuck! What are we doing?
Just raw dogging the knitting.
Can we ban that term going into the new year? Fucking
No.
No.
What knitting?
No.
We can't ban knitting.
No.
That'd be a little challenging.
I feel like another bingo space should have been make Deebles cringe.
Or just make one of us cringe.
No, because Deebles is harder to make
That's
cringe.
true. That's true. A little bit more of a challenge.
Well, you found out that raw dogging is one of them for me.
Also watching Greg go into a potty mouth tirade.
That's because
Not tonight.
That's because he says words that I don't say, and he's like, "Well, I'm being DB tonight," and I'm like, "DB is never." I would say never, but adult, mature DB has not.
Wait, where did you get this mature DB from?
When did that start?
Okay, 30-year-old DB has not said that specific word
Got
in
it.
a very long time. I think I haven't used that word since my 20s, basically. Because I say other things like slut waffle,
You know, whatever.
which is just more fun, which people got to find out on my own
It's
stream.
more fun.
And they're like, did you just call those pair of legs a slut waffle? We're playing Silent Hill 2 Remake. And I went, I did. And they went, I have never heard that. Can I steal it from you? I went, duh.
Yeah.
Please do.
You pick up colloquialisms and shit from people that you like hang out
Yeah.
with and
Yep.
watch and whatnot. I highly doubt that I am the one who made up slut waffle.
Oh, I
That is
doubt
your
it.
gift
I'm
to the community.
Though, do I now want to
passing
make
it
like?
along.
I think I want to make a waffle that has sexy legs. Have a slut waffle across the.
I want that sticker.
Yes, I want.
Okay.
Yes, I'll take that merch.
I will work on that for people.
Love it.
Amazing. Yeah, this has pretty much all been the only thing that I've been working on. I went through like 3 skeins of yarn while I was sitting on my sister's couch.
You're
Nice.
I got a lot done over a week and a half ish of basically just hanging out. It's great.
Watching Ted Lasso and knitting.
Watching Ted Lasso and knitting. There's a lot of belief and love woven into this thing.
you go.
as one does if you watch Ted Lasso, and then you have DB who's like, "Fuck Apple," even though I have an iPhone.
Get the free trial.
Just to watch.
Just to watch. Or I'm planning, like, I found DVDs on Amazon, which also fuck Amazon, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? At this point, fuck everything.
corporations.
yes.
We're heading into the cyberpunk dystopian hellscape.
Yeah.
So I work for a
Modern
corporation. I feel like I would be one of the people they took out, not realizing that I am not really a part of the problem.
No. We all know that the corpo drones are just wage slaves. Everyone knows that.
Yeah. Those who have no choice.
You go after like higher management and above.
Thank you for saying higher management.
I will say
I was careful. I know my audience.
I was like, uh-oh,
I will say-
I'm getting close.
I will say that the industry that I work in, you wouldn't have the pretty lights without my industry. So
That's true.
Yeah,
I also just get grumpy at the default monopolies because we've got PG&E here in California, and they are actively evil in a lot of ways. So
oh, I feel it in my bones. Listen. Oh, while we're talking about the places that I work out, I got my merit score this past week. I am doing basically above average.
honestly, the fact that they're saying above average and not excels in all categories means they're not paying attention.
Or
no,
they're trying
no,
not to give raises.
no. That's not what. So the person who does this is the person that I report to. You have to remember that I didn't come into this group until halfway through the year.
Oh, so this is
Yeah.
your group. Okay.
Yeah. Last year I got still developing.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
developed right out of that.
Yeah. And like to the point that while we were going over it, I was sick. I started getting a little bit emotional. Because
Aw.
it was just really nice things. And yeah, my thing was considered successful But even talking to my manager at that time was like, yeah, if you keep doing what you're doing, next year's score will be even better. Like, you're already taking steps to be better in the future. And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Aww. Good.
Nice.
I'm glad that you're finally in a place that you're actually appreciated.
And I don't actively hate myself every day.
Well, and also with people that you like.
Correct. Oh, I have to show you the thing that I got my coworkers and I for Christmas. I got myself one too because it just made sense. Come here.
It's ready to wee. Hell yeah.
Oh yes.
It says emotional support dumpster fire. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine.
I need dumpster fires for my desk.
Yeah.
I will send you the link for this. This was surprisingly cheap for being a handmade item. And it comes
in the world in which we live, unsurprisingly cheap because there you go.
Yeah. Because this is definitely crochet.
Yep. So that has to be
but
handmade.
But I did buy it from Etsy, so it's like hopefully not
A little mitigating factor there.
Yeah. But that comes in a variety of colors. I think they also make a rainbow one.
Aww.
Yeah.
But this guy
I'm a
lives on
queer
my desk.
dumpster fire.
Correct. Also, I have to show you this little guy my mom forgot about in her sock drawer that handed to me like a week after Christmas or 2 weeks after Christmas. It's just a little guy.
Oh,
A little guy.
hi.
I love him.
He's such a little cutie, and it's really funny because I keep saying things like that to my mother, and she's like, "DB, he kills people."
Yeah, but he's just a little guy.
It's just a little guy, and it's not this guy. It's Ghostface that I often talk about like that. And she's like, and she told me I wasn't allowed to invite him to Christmas, and I'm like, what?
Aww.
But Mom.
But he's just a little guy.
Love
She's
it.
like, and she just keeps going, honey, he kills people. And I'm like, it's okay. He didn't kill you. He's like, he hasn't tried. And I'm like, well.
I want that as a comic somewhere. He's just a little guy. He kills people.
He hasn't tried to kill you.
Amazing.
Well, I have far less knitting than I would have thought.
I don't believe you.
I have a pair of socks that I left upstairs that I started working on during my Christmas vacation. But then I stopped working on them when I did my Christmas Eve cast on because I focused on that. But before those, I don't have it anymore. I made one of my nibblings really, really wanted the axolotl that I made.
Yeah.
I'm like, I will totally give that to her for Christmas. And in November, for local yarn store day, my local yarn store had asked if they could have some of the things that I had made out of local yarns and like patterns that I designed and stuff. And I said, of course. So I took the axolotl, I took some of my cup cozies. They've got like 3 or 4 of my shawls. I'm like, yeah. And I never got back before I left for Christmas.
Ah.
Oops. But I had extra yarn for the axolotl, so
I made another one.
Yeah, I arrived in Canada and I knit another axolotl.
Did you have axolotl eyes?
I did have axolotl eyes. I brought them
the
with
little
me.
bitty ones.
The little bitty ones.
Did they let you across the border with those?
Yes.
I mean, axolotl eyes.
Yeah, I feel like that they would be like, "Ooh, what is this?"
You know, exotic animal material. They get a little sarky about that.
Did you declare that on your customs form?
Just a little guy. Just some little eyes.
Little guy.
Little guy.
Yeah. But it was all in yarn form when I crossed the border because I wasn't going to try knitting that on the plane. Like, nope. Nope, because the eyes get put in fairly early in the pattern. And then you have to stuff the head before you get further down the body. And I didn't have any stuffing. But my mom and my sister both did, so they
How long did it take you to make the little guy?
It took me 3 evenings.
Achoo.
But he is just a little guy. Like he's little.
Yeah, but I feel like you've said that to me about like a giant sweatshirt
No,
before.
but
You're like,
this
oh, hey.
literally was just a little guy. And I believe did I already publish the pattern for Axe?
It wasn't. So here's the thing, Red. For that specific one, it wasn't a hachoo. She didn't even get the sneeze out, and it was done.
No, I haven't published that.
It was one
either.
of
I
those
need to
fake
publish
sneezes
that.
where you feel it coming and you're
You're
like,
like,
it never
yeah.
does.
Oh,
Also, though,
Axolotl.
I really want a picture of the axolotl to like get someone to do a drawing of, and then have underneath, he's just a little guy.
Yeah.
it's just a little guy.
Well, I will drop some into the Crits and Knits to show because I did take some good pictures of him.
So what I'm hearing is, Deebles, you have a lot of art to do.
Yes. But yeah, so I did the axolotl, and then I worked on the lace socks for a little bit, and then I cast on my Christmas Eve cast on, and I don't remember which podcaster it is, but someone does a Christmas Eve cast on every year, and I started doing it after I heard them doing it. And so I'm knitting the Don't Panic shawl, and it's got lifelines in it because that's a lot of lace, and I did have to tear out one full section back to my lifeline, so I'm glad I had them. But I have
beautiful.
done, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'm on section 5. I am 2 rows from being done section 5. Let's see if I can spread some of this out. And then there is part 5 and then some. And then part 6.
I mean, obviously, it's based off of Douglas Adams,
Right, because it's the trilogy in 5 parts. So, yeah. But
I've never read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, so that did not make sense to me.
I picked up this yarn in Canada with my mum. We went to Michael's a couple times, and so it's just their loops and threads.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does Canada have a Joann's?
No.
Okay.
You know what? Soon nobody's going to have a Joann's because they declared bankruptcy again.
Yep,
so being the person who lives next to the town that it started at, I'm really hoping that some form of that family might bring it back eventually, back to its roots, but who knows.
But so I'm working my way through this guy.
I really like that. Can you send me that pattern? Because I absolutely love it.
I will send you the name of it. Yeah.
That's what I
Yes,
meant. I did not
yeah,
mean
It is called Don't Panic by Nim Teasdale.
Also, with with lifelines, because I have never been able to do them correctly, I guess. How do you do them where you don't accidentally knit them?
I usually use a contrasting yarn, and I will often use dental floss.
Okay.
Because dental
Maybe
floss
that's what I need.
will go through really nicely, and it's slippery, and you don't mistake it for yarn.
Okay. Because I think the last time I tried to do it, the yarn that I was using was split too easily.
Yeah.
So when I was ready to take them out, it was like taking almost like a thread. The tool that you seam ripper.
You could just cut. You could just cut it in several places and pull it out.
Sure, but I did that, but
Don't cut.
Well, I mean, you can cut
dangerous.
the lifeline, but
You can cut the lifeline.
It's still.
But you're too close to lace.
well, I did try to cut the lifeline. It didn't fuck it up, but also that was what I want to do that dragon scale fucking blanket that I have been trying to do for 4 years. I want to do it.
I feel like
This is your year.
if you pick it up again now, it'll feel way easier than it did.
I don't believe that.
Well, but you were
To myself.
you were still a very new knitter when you picked that up.
Sure, but then I picked it up again a couple years later, and I still fucked it up. And so, I'm like,
Third time's a charm.
Yeah, there you go.
God.
And then this is the last thing that I've got. This is just the wrist of a set of magic hand warmers, because one of the women I work with asked if she could commission a pair. And for most people, I would say no. But her, I like. And she is the kind that will take care of them appropriately. Plus, they're
Sure.
just
Appreciate
hand
it.
warmers.
Yeah.
She's knit-worthy.
She is knit-worthy. I don't know that I would, like, knit her a sweater, but I will knit her hand warmers. And she's paying me for them, so...
I mean, oh, that's wonderful. That's the thing is,
And I'm sure I'm not charging enough, but it is one of those things
No one
that
ever does.
if you're my friend, I will knit for
discount.
Yeah.
Sure. When I was asked to make hats and they said they were gonna pay me, I went to Greg and went, "What do I do?"
What did Greg say? He said $700.
You did not. But you did tell me, hey, this or this, and I think honestly, they're getting off pretty cheap. I have to do 3 hats and I'm $90. Not a hat,
That
but for the
is...
collective.
That is, you love those people.
Uh-huh. The other thing is the yarn was cheap and bought a long time ago, so I don't know how much it was.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
It
matter.
also didn't take me as long as I thought it was going to. I will say the frustrating part about this is I take my patterns and put them into my tablet so I can mark off lines, especially because this is the first time I worked off a chart. This looks really good
Yeah,
for
you did
working
a
off
good
a
job.
chart.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
My every time I went to mark through a line, it went log in to edit this, and I went, why, what?
No.
No. So I had to take screenshots and take it over to Procreate. And I'm like, I just
I just
I
want to
just
draw
need
a line.
just so I'm not even trying to edit the pattern. I will erase it later so that I can not do
Do it
that.
again. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was like,
Weird.
no, bitch. And I was like,
Generally, when I'm trying to figure out how much I'm going to charge someone, if I don't know how many hours it's going to take, I will... My sort of baseline, starting to figure it out, is cost of supplies times 3. But that is if I were buying supplies just for this project. So if it's only going to take a
Sure.
half a skein of yarn, I'm still going to take the cost of the full skein of yarn.
honestly, that's kind of what I did. And because 2 of the hats share skeins of yarn, I just marked those as 1. And then this one I think was mostly from my stash. So like I couldn't tell you how much any of this was. So
Yeah.
It's going to be a big time commitment on my part. Even for someone who knits fast, it's a time commitment. And
yeah.
I have things that I like to do. And if I'm going to be making something for you, that means that I'm not going to be making something for me.
Yeah.
And
That's I have similar philosophy on that. Like I joked about $700. That's what I do when people ask me about it. I just give them a big number that if they can
Correct.
bite, okay, yeah, sure, I will do that for $700 or 500, whatever. But it's enough to scare them away. But it also allows me to like start the conversation to say, this is like 40 hours of my
Me too.
work. This is 40 hours of my hobby.
Yep.
And
This is 40 hours of your life.
Of
Right.
my free
Correct.
time.
Right. And if you want to, if you have a hobby that you really enjoy and you want to start to hate it, try to monetize it, because
Yep.
that's a great way to start hating your hobbies.
Yep.
And so yeah, it's like I knit for myself, I knit for my family, friends, things like that. I don't want I already have a day job. I already have like turned my hobby into a side hustle with the podcast and everything and the designing.
I understand that entirely.
Exactly. Right.
We've all
And
been
so,
there.
Yeah. So that's what I do, and I use it as an opportunity to kind of educate people about that, because
Yeah.
people just don't know, and they ask with the purest of intentions, and I've been asked that often enough that it's annoying.
Yeah.
But it's never annoying. The person is never trying to be annoying.
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, and in a way, it is a huge compliment, because
Huge
they see the
compliment,
cool thing
right.
that you're making and go, oh my gosh, I love that, I want one.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's just more to it than they know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I made a sweater that I gifted to a cast member on Critical Role because I was in that place at that time. And a couple of people had asked me about it, and I did the math. And it was a bulky sweater.
Yep.
And so it took a lot of yarn, but it didn't take as much time as it would have if it were like a worsted or a fingering weight. I would not have done a fingering weight. But
you don't hate yourself that much.
I don't. But I did the math. I added up the cost of the yarn and the number of hours it took me at minimum wage. And I only did minimum
and that's
wage.
Skilled labor. You're doing skilled labor,
Yes.
not minimum wage labor.
But
Yeah.
but the reason that I estimated the cost at minimum wage is because I was working on it as a hobby when I was doing other things.
Sure.
And at minimum wage.
Matter, but sure.
Yeah. But at minimum wage, that sweater was $428.
Mostly, and also that's low.
And that was me doing it at minimum wage because it was something that I wanted to do. And if you're going to ask me to do something, I'm probably going to charge you what I make at my day job, which is more than minimum wage.
As it should be.
And,
Yeah.
I also get frustrated when people think that, oh, well, I can get that same sort of sweater for like $40 at Walmart. Then go get it at Walmart.
Please do. That's what I tell them. I say, please do.
Yeah.
I would, if you'll be happy with that, I'll be happy for you too.
Yep.
That is legitimately something that never ceases to annoy me. And it's not even handcrafted stuff. I used to work at Barnes & Noble, which is also a big corporation. But people would come in and be like, oh, well, I could get that book mailed to me for, $5 or whatever. I'm like, cool, then go get it on Amazon. I don't care.
Correct.
Yeah.
You're not going to break my heart with it, but you are taking away brick and mortar bookstores and the knowledge of the bookseller who just talked you through helping you find that book that you couldn't find.
Yep.
I got that at a gas station where they would be like, oh, the next town over, the gas is this much. And I'm like, okay, then drive 20 minutes over there to get gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I did one time, was talking to my boss. I was like, yeah, I think I'm just going to get gas in Nevada. And she's like, why would you do that? I was like, oh, because I already have to drive over there for class.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So like, and I'm not empty, so why wouldn't I get gas where it's cheaper if I already have to be over there? So
Right.
Mm-hmm. I love our meandering conversations. It is
Welcome.
the best. We are so super smart, and I'm glad that we share our knowledge with all of our listeners and viewers.
Me too.
Yeah.
part of that felt very sarcastic, Greg.
No, it's true. This is a free service we're providing. All this talk about like monetizing stuff, people should be paying us to make up crazy stuff off the cuff like we do.
The dome.
But it's an important conversation to have, and it's I think a conversation
yeah.
that doesn't happen enough with non-crafty folks being aware of the conversation.
Yeah, and I mean, some people are used to fast fashion and don't think about how much time it actually takes to make things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. And I joke about it like I was just doing, but also I'm serious about it in that, and I'm happy to have this conversation for free with whoever will listen to me, because like as like a hobby designer, yeah, I get paid for my designs. I don't get paid much, and I don't care because I have a day job that supports myself. But there are a lot of people who rely on their design work, their commission work, and all of this sort of stuff as their day job. And since I have a day job and I don't need that, but I still charge for my patterns because I don't want to dilute the market.
Exactly.
It's like, I don't want to be putting free patterns out there so that people are like, hey, well, I could get a pattern from Greg for free. Why are you charging me $5 for it? I'm going to charge $5-6, whatever, so that the people who need it can do it. It's just what you're supposed to do.
We have the same conversations in the audiobook space as well, because one of the things that keeps coming up is there is no such thing as a beginner rate. And if you're taking a book on for $70 per finished hour, when the SAG after rate is $250 per finished hour, you are taking work from the people. You are diluting your own market, and you're taking work away from people who charge an appropriate rate. And then they start thinking that they can do that. Like I've had people come to me and be like, hey, can you do this, this, and this? It'll be a really cool project that you could be involved with. And I'm like, yeah, you get what you pay for. If you're only willing to pay $60 per finished hour, when it takes me about 4 hours to do a finished hour of audio, no.
Exposure bucks doesn't buy the groceries. Exposure bucks doesn't pay the rent.
People die of exposure.
Exactly.
I love that.
Correct.
I stole that from somewhere. Please pass it along, because I love that thought.
Yeah.
We're so cheery.
If you want to dip your toe into audio stuff, there are plenty of places where you can do it for free to build up your
a resume,
your
or
resume,
like
your
portfolio.
Go to LibriVox. That is a project where people are narrating public domain books in order to like build up their resume and also have public domain books out there. And quality is very varying. The way that I started was doing little gigs on Fiverr, and I was getting paid like $5 for 250 words, and I was building up my portfolio and my resume that way. And then that was 9 years ago now.
I find all of that really I find it really interesting and fascinating that that's like what you've done, Ren. I don't have enough confidence in myself to do stuff like that.
I have no confidence. I just also don't give a shit. I just am like, whatever, I'm gonna go do the thing.
Sure. That is how I got into streaming video games, though. It's called spite.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously I do care. Like, I want things to be as good as I can make them be. And I will honestly say that, the first few times the first like month that I was streaming by myself, I almost had a panic attack right before hitting the go live button.
No.
Oh, it was terrifying because it was me by myself in front of the world. I had nowhere to hide and no one to blame.
And I'm over here like, if this fucking sucks, at least it's only me they can blame.
Aww.
That's awesome.
Different perspectives. It's interesting.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at the time, and
it's getting late.
We've chatted, and we still have a whole adventure for you guys. That is.
Are you sure you want to run the 2-hour one?
Maybe we should do the short one.
But the 2-hour one is such a good one.
Are you saying the other one isn't?
No, the other one is also good. But
who's your favorite, Danny?
No, see the 2-hour one.
Definitely the 2-hour one. Yeah.
The 2-hour one ends in such a way that you are chomping for the other one. Like, you want to know what happened in the other one.
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong, because we were like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I gotta say, I've only heard the 2-hour one because I heard it when it was recorded, because I was there. And the people that were there for that are like some of the best people ever. And yeah, it's a good one.
Hell yeah, we are.
A good one. Yeah.
But the people in the other one, also absolutely fantastic.
Are also amazing, wonderful, tremendous people.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were both such fun sessions, but the end of the 2-hour one makes you want the other one. So I think that's what we're gonna do.
Let's do it.
See,
even though
Lady
it's gonna
Betterbeer's
put
got
us
it
at
right.
like almost 11:30, but it'll be fine.
And it's 11:30 for you guys.
That's true.
That's true. It'll be 8:30 here.
Hush.
West Coasters.
Totally fine for the West Coast.
It's fine. I'm gonna have to get used to that a little bit when it comes to some of the stuff we're working on.
Yeah, it is definitely a difficulty of East Coast and West Coast working together.
And if it does get late for anyone who's watching, it'll be up as a VOD on Twitch for a while, and it'll be up on YouTube in just a couple of days. So you can always rewatch anything that you fall asleep through. But with that being said...
Go ahead.
So basically, it's like, let us tell you a bedtime story.
Yes, let us tell you a bedtime story. I like it.
It's magic and booms.
Yes. All right.
Big booms.
Well, sit tight. I'm going to get things going for the second half. It is not going to be a long break because we are pre-recorded. So we will see you back here in just a minute. But we will be back in 2 weeks for another live knits and pre-recorded crits. Bye, guys.
Goodbye forever.
No!
Welcome to Crits and Knits. This is an interlude episode, and much like with the last group, I'm not going to tell you which of the interludes it is because you'll have to wait and see the order in which things happen here. When we were all together last, the decision was made to split into two groups.
So dumb.
One group going to each of the teleportation circles, because really time is of the essence when trying to capture this archmage who, it turns out, is a lich. You know that you are trying to get the archmage himself. You are also trying to destroy his simulacrum because, as Darian explained, the simulacrum can basically take his place. So if the mage dies, the simulacrum can be him. But also, there is a phylactery that needs to be found and destroyed because lich, and he can bring himself back. So the headmaster has studied both of these circles and begins casting the first one, drawing it on the ground. And before he draws the last line, he looks up at Darian and Isolt and Nelitha. All right, this one is for you. We'll do the next. I don't have enough power to create too many more of these, so Darian, I hope you are able to find your way back.
Yeah, okay. Whatever.
Oh, no, not whatever. Can you get us back?
Yes, sure.
Otherwise, I will come for you tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good.
But
I am going to stab him.
Please don't. We need him for now.
the headmaster leans over and connects the last line, and the teleportation circle flares to life, and you all step through. What is your marching order?
I'm up front.
Before we step through, Darian is casting mage armor on himself.
Probably a good plan.
Aw, what a smart little caster. Before we step through, Isolde will draw her sword and speak the command word to bring it to fiery life, and she's leading the way.
I will be after Assault.
And I will be, in the end, lagging a little bit behind even.
I put my hand back through the portal, grab him by the front of the tunic, and pull in.
Fucker.
Shit.
As you step through, you step onto an identical teleportation circle, except this one isn't just drawn on the floor of the courtyard at the school. This one is a permanent teleportation circle. It is inlaid with gold, and it is in a black slate floor. You are in a room. There's nothing else in this room, just this teleportation circle and a single door.
Right. Before we step off of the teleportation circle, can I see if there are any traps?
Sure, go ahead and investigate for me.
Oh, God, I do not have any dice out because I was ill prepared for tonight. This is what
Hurry
happens.
up, I want to kill this fucker.
Shut the fuck up, child.
Damn. Okay, boomer.
There is like a side eye to Nelitha or to Assault of I am going to kill this child.
Yeah,
Sure.
Isolde just kind of shrugs.
Investigation?
Yes.
That would be 21.
You don't see any traps.
All right. I will step off of the teleportation circle.
Okay.
There are no windows in here, right? So it's
No.
like just a dark room.
Yes.
Is the teleportation circle giving off any light currently?
There is sort of a faint glow coming from it, but
Sure.
it seems to be more of a residual magical glow rather than it
Right.
acting as a light source.
I have to remember what is even in my inventory. Dear Lordy Lou. Okay. I look at the two and go, can either of you see?
I just
I can.
I just hold up the flaming sword.
Okay. Fair enough.
does
I
light the
forgot
way.
you did that.
Do you see the fire? Light source.
Do you like your kidneys?
I don't even know if I still have my kidneys.
No, it's your liver that goes out when you drink.
Duh.
I'm gonna walk to the door.
Okay.
Traps on the door?
You did not see any traps in this room.
Okay. Is the door locked?
You're looking at it, and it looks like it is locked, but you are on the side that has the twisty bit. What's that part of the lock called?
You
You know what I mean, though.
Yeah. It's like, hold
It's
on.
not
The
the key
deadbolt
side.
latch.
Yeah, it's the bolty latchy side, not the keyhole side.
What the fuck? I went to Google something and my computer just pulled up Labrador puppies, like chocolate lab puppies, and I'm like,
Baby.
I haven't looked at one of those since I did the art for
Chase?
Yeah.
Well, your computer clearly knows that you needed a dose of puppy. So
Who doesn't? Does a puppy? Darian kind of goes up towards the door and puts his ear to it to listen to see if there's anything he can hear come from the other side. And what are the walls made out of? Are we like
they
stone walls?
seem to be
wood?
the same material as the floor.
Okay.
And the ceiling as well.
And the door is same material?
It is. You're not sure. It's definitely cool to the touch. It doesn't feel like wood. It probably some sort of stone.
This room is very disorienting.
Yeah, I don't
Does
like it.
Darren hear anything
Go
with his
ahead.
normal human hearing?
You can roll me either investigation or perception.
It's called a
Perception.
lock switch, by the way.
A lock switch.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh, okay. Well, you are on the side where you can just unlock it. You don't need a key.
Sure.
Okay.
I might let the human child go through all the doors first.
There's a 18 investigation on listening.
Okay. It sounds pretty quiet to you. You don't hear anything through the door, but it does seem to be a fairly thick door, so you can't be sure if there truly is nothing or if it's just thick.
Can I unlock it?
Yes.
Is it a push or a pull?
It is going to be a pull into the room.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly pull the door
Okay.
and glance into the other. I don't want to stick my whole head in because I don't want to die.
The door is almost silent as you open it.
Oh, I need these for my house.
And outside looks to be a hallway.
Does it look like there's any windows in this hallway?
There may be at to your right,
Cuckoo.
but it's a distant sort of light.
Sure.
Closer to you, there's torchlight.
It's not that I'm looking for light, it's more of a can I figure out where we are if I have a window kind of thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna open the door a little bit more and go, okay, plan before we just run into this hallway.
Proceed quietly, see what we can find. It's hard to make plans when we don't know what's going on.
Correct. There is a window that I would like to look out of because maybe we can get where we are. I want to go first as the sneaky sneak.
Fair enough.
Okay. Go ahead
So-
and roll me stealth, please. I know it's going to be great, but we have to make you roll it anyway.
Oh, yeah. 24.
Okay. You step out into this hallway, and it's a nice hallway. It's got stone floors again, and the walls are a nice gray sort of brick. And you see another door a little ways down the hall, and then the hallway seems to turn at either end and go further away from you. The other door looks to be the same sort of material, the same sort of stone as this one. You are able to sneak to the corner. Go ahead and roll me a perception as you're getting up close there.
Where did my D20 go? There it is. Perception.
Perception.
Oh, that's fine. It's better than my investigation. Danny, I'm gonna use my luck feat.
Oh no. Okay.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oof.
So we're just gonna
Fix that.
yeah. 16.
16. Okay.
Which is still not a great roll.
You get to
Better than 1.
the window, and the first thing you notice is that there are trees outside. A lot of trees. You appear to be in a forest of some sort. But
Cool.
you're seeing the tops of the trees. You're quite a ways up. 2, maybe 3 stories.
If I look like down, can I see the ground?
Yes, if you stick your head out the window a little bit, there's a courtyard. It looks fancy.
What the fuck?
Does Darian recognize any of this as someplace that Tevin may have taken the class or the little necromancy club on a field trip, or maybe sounds familiar to something that Tevin's talked about when he's talked to the club and stuff?
Not yet. Potentially when you experience a little bit more of it. But you've just been in this room, so
Okay. I'm
you
gonna
haven't
wait.
been in this room. You have not teleported here.
Right.
Can I wave to them to come?
Hmm.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody, no traps or anything.
You didn't see any.
Danny!
You rolled a 16. You didn't see any.
That's right up there with looks clear.
Oh, fuck.
You're fine. You're waving them in, right?
Yeah, let's
Hey,
go.
time is of the essence, elf woman. Come on.
Shut your fucking mouth. And I wave them on, crossing my fingers that Darian steps on a goddamn trap and it blows him up.
He does not. And they are able to join you at that corner.
I'm gonna start setting my own traps.
So as you look to your left, there is more hallway.
Okay.
The wall on your right is going to be an exterior wall. That's where the window was, and you can see another window further down. The wall to your left is an interior wall, and there are no doors along this section of wall. You can see it goes on for 30, maybe 40 feet, and then the hallway turns to the left again.
I saw a door when we stepped into this hallway, right?
Yes, along the same hall that you were in.
Okay. I kind of want to check that first before we start diverting down hallways.
Okay. So you go back to that door?
Mm-hmm.
All right. It is locked.
Is it trapped?
Do an investigation and let's see if you can tell.
16.
You don't think it's trapped.
Hmm.
Can I pick the lock, Danny?
Go ahead and roll your sleight of hand.
Yeah, it's a better roll for me anyway. Not 29.
Yes, you.
What grumpy sounds for such a good roll.
Well,
Was
I
the
thought
grumpy
my
for the bad?
7 was a 1.
Oh.
So I thought I like the way it landed, it looked weird. Kind of thing. I need to change out my dice is what's happening because this one's like worn off.
But yes, you are able to unlock the door.
Okay. Is it a push or pull?
It is going to open into the room, much like the other one.
Push.
Slowly push.
Okay. The door opens silently.
What the fuck?
Someone spent way too much money on grease on these hinges.
WD-40, man.
Darian, roll me a straight intelligence check.
All right.
Negative 20.
I mean,
He
he's a
is
wizard.
a little shit.
Oh no, I'm sorry. He's very intelligent. He's very unwise.
Yes.
That makes sense. He was running around with a
8.
fucking necromancer.
18.
All right. You vaguely recall learning about a spell that you can cast on doors that will keep them silent. And you also recall that the Archmage really hated the sound of squeaking doors. And every door in his tower had this spell cast on it, except for the front door.
You know, we might be in his tower. Tevin hated squeaky doors. He got a spell for that.
Really? We're in his tower. Oh my God.
In fairness, that was one of the options that this circle might have gone to.
We are several feet up in the air.
Look, he's got secrets I don't even know about. He might have some other tower that's not his tower.
Correct. He has secrets that you don't know about because he also murdered you to raise some debt.
You gotta remind me about that, don't you?
Of course
Obviously.
I do.
Yeah,
You were
you're
so
next. You know you're next.
Isolde doesn't say anything, but she shifts in that way that is just very subtly threatening.
Not from me. I'm on your team here, but
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Anyone else want an insight on that?
Yes.
Go for it. Yes. You can absolutely roll insight.
Don't trust this little bastard.
And Greg, you can go ahead and roll deception or I don't know, performance? What
Persuasion.
Persuasion,
Persuasion's
yes.
usually the other side
Deception
of that
or
one.
persuasion, whichever is appropriate. And we'll just call out the numbers and decide from there.
I'm carefully not looking at D&D Beyond because I don't want to see which one he's rolling.
It's okay. I rolled my real die.
That's smart.
I'm gonna go with.
Just give me the number.
11.
11. Okay.
23.
Okay.
16.
Well, you get to tell them the actual truth now.
I persuaded you.
Okay. He is on your side.
For now, anyway.
Yeah.
But as you open this door, it's Nelitha, you're the one opening it. Who else is close? Are the other two of you looking over her shoulder?
We're pretty close, I think, or at least I am.
I'm around the corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm using walls and doors as shields whenever I can.
Okay.
Good squishy
And people.
mage.
And people.
Probably a good plan. Isolde, you are not a wizard.
No.
But you spent some time going through this guy's tower at the school. And there's a lot of magic-y looking stuff in here that looks similar to things that you found in his tower. This looks to be sort of an experimental room, perhaps.
Okay.
Anything fun that might be useful?
Yeah, I'll pass that along to Nelitha.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation. And then tell me how deeply you're looking into this room. Like, are you just clearing it to make sure there's no one here and doing a once over for shinies? Or are you going to go in and, like, open drawers and stuff?
Is there a desk in here?
There's not a desk per se, but there are several tables and chests, like chest of drawers.
Is there anything that looks like there might be, well, where like a drawer with a false bottom or a hidden compartment could be? Because I'd be looking for stuff like that. Anything else that's out in the open?
There are a lot of cabinets and like an apothecary type chest that has all the tiny little drawers. So there are lots of things that could have false bottoms, but that would take you quite some time to go through.
A long time, yeah.
I got a 17.
Okay.
Before I would even really, I am checking to see if anybody's in the room, but before I would even like step in, I'd want to make sure that there are no places on the floor that looks like that step down and like cause a trap. Because magic-y rooms feel like they should be full of magic-y traps.
Right. It doesn't look like it when you first open the door.
Sure.
The floor seems fairly normal.
Okay.
You don't have any magic detection, though, do you?
I'm not a magic girl. I'm an assassin.
Yeah. So you're not entirely sure. There could be some sort of arcane thing in place, but...
Okay. I'm going to step very gently.
Okay.
And looking for anything that would look helpful to our group as we're in this situation.
In this particular situation right now, you're not... There's nothing really obvious, but if you want to look, give me an intelligence roll, please.
Oh,
Just
Lord.
straight intelligence.
Oh, no.
Or,
okay
you know
with
what? Wisdom. Give me wisdom. That.
Oh, well, they're the same. It's fine.
Well, and looking around in here, Isolde's going to quickly be like, Darian, this is your corner of things. I don't know enough about magic. Is there anything in here that might be interesting or useful?
22.
Okay.
It's here for a reason.
And Darian, peeks his head in, not having heard any explosions or yells or anything, and he looks around and he says, "Well, I would want to look in like the apothecary stuff and the if there are any books. Look in the cabinet, see if there are any books and things like that. Um, if you find a platinum box with rubies embedded in it, could be his phylactery." I've seen it once. He got pissed at me when I saw it and took it away, and I haven't seen it since.
All right. Well, then let's do a quick scan of the cabinets.
Okay.
Just like a quick pull open, look for that box as described, and then leave Darian to be like, if you see anything that looks particularly useful magically, grab it. Otherwise, we're just looking for that box.
Nelitha. With that intelligence roll and that information from Darian, you can go straight to the apothecary chest.
Mm-hmm.
And start opening the little drawers. There are several drawers filled with diamonds. Well, because he's a necromancer. And you use
Raising
a
dead
lot
is-
of diamonds.
Yeah.
I like shine. Oh.
So, you... Gosh, I don't even know what the monetary value would be, but you get the equivalent of about 3 cups of diamonds.
Well,
Do the rest of us see her getting this?
That's a good question.
Let's roll perception. If you roll above, are you being sneaky, Nelitha? Or are you just taking?
no, I would not be sneaky about this. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. Nalitha, here's the thing that people don't know about Nalitha. She is not as interested in monetary value kind of things. She is interested in the magic-y things because at the end of the day, people pay a lot more for magic than anything else.
Right.
True.
So while she is very interested in some of the magic that's in this room, she's not going to touch it until they deal with Wizard Boy,
Probably a good plan.
Necromancer Man.
But taking the diamonds is always a good idea.
Correct, because of certain spells that I am hoping that the child has.
He probably wizards don't get things like revivify, but I do.
Oh, never mind. He gets no diamonds. They go all towards.
Clanky, clanky, holy tanky.
So do we see her getting these diamonds or?
Oh, I'm not.
She's not hiding
if
it.
she's not
Oh,
hiding
okay,
it, then
all right.
yes, you absolutely
No.
notice that.
You just watch her go and hands full into the bag of holding.
Here, let me
Oh,
have
yeah.
a couple of those just to have them on my person just in case.
Toss, toss.
Catch.
I'll take some. Oh. Well, he has been using his tower to store currency. He's been collecting diamonds and gold.
Yes, that would make sense.
I think he's probably got about 5,000 gold somewhere, and 40 or 50 large diamonds.
That makes sense when you're raising the sheer number of dead that he has been. Do we need or want any of the stuff in here? Because I have an idea for making it all go away very quickly, if necessary.
What do you, hold on. What do you mean, go away?
Before you do that,
Ah, shit.
Nelitha, as you're looking through those
Yes.
drawers, I need you to roll me any dice at all and tell me if it's odd or even.
My hands could get eaten by a mimic. What the fuck? That's rolled off of my... God damn it. I gotta find a different dice.
It is neither odd nor even.
It's the Schrodinger's die. It was odd.
Odd.
Okay. So what was your plan?
What? what are you going to do to make all of this stuff disappear?
Isolde will reach into her bag and pull out a cube and turn it from side to side. You remember our instant fortresses, right?
Yes.
Something like that grows very quickly. It'll squish everything in a room. To flinders.
Oh man, but magic stuff is worth so much money.
Yes, but if we leave it up and he's here, there's a better than average chance that he can use it against us.
And while they're conversing, Darian is really looking around frantically to see if there's anything he sees at a very easy once-over that he just wants to go ahead and nick.
Give me just a quick investigation and we'll see what sort of quality you find.
18.
You find a spell book.
I'm taking it.
Oh,
Passive perception is a 26. Do I see him do this?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, and he's not hiding.
Okay.
He's just scared that the room is going to get gone before he gets a chance to take something.
I just want to make sure that we don't leave any tools in his hands.
I am in agreement with you. I am just not happy about it.
I know. I'm sorry.
Do I find anything that I could just yoink?
Yeah, when we were going through the cabinets, did we find anything that looked like that box that Darian described, or anything that looks like it is a particularly interesting or useful
even
magic item?
Health potions.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
So, you find a couple of interesting things. There is a box, a wooden box, and so you have grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds you of a music box that you gave one of them as a gift once.
Okay.
And when you open it, there's a
Do
little...
I?
Do you open it? Does anyone open it?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I would make sure that I'm clear of everyone else, but I have the best chance at doing well on a save. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to reach into my pocket, pull out a stone, speak a command word, and toss it, and it starts orbiting around my head.
All right.
As I activate my ion stone of agility.
Excellent.
Just in case.
As you open it, you open the lid, and there's a little tiny elf figurine that is not connected to anything. It's sort of levitating off of a platform and spinning in a circle. And inside is a collection of rings. There are several rings. And what senses do you always have up, Isolde? Is that good and evil?
No, I have access to good and evil. I have divine sense available to me, but I don't have it currently up. If I get the sense that is something that I need, I can trigger it.
Not necessarily. But yeah, this box has probably about a dozen different rings in it. They all look different. But they all look, we'll say, complicated. They're not just like a simple silver band. There is something to each of them. They are carved or twisted and engraved or holding very large stones. They're all different, but there are a lot.
Do any of them feel magical?
Yes.
Do all of them feel magical?
Yes.
Fun. I'm going to show that to the others. We likely won't be able to attune to any of them, and I don't know what any of them do, but if we want to hang on to these, we can certainly do so.
Let me take a quick look.
Here.
And I take a look and see if I recognize anything that would quickly clue me into what any of them do. I'm not doing like a thorough trying to attune or investigate.
Just roll me an Arcana.
21.
Okay.
I have a plus 12, so.
Nice.
Yes. There is definitely at least one of them that does some healing.
This one does healing.
And there is, you quickly recognize a ring of featherfall.
This one does feather fall, which I also can do. So someone else can have that one.
The rest would probably
Like it's mine to give away, but yeah.
The rest would probably take more investigation, more
I can
analysis.
figure out the rest, but not quickly.
It's all right.
Well,
Can I have the healing?
No. It is not my choice. Assault was the one who picked it up, so
it does seem like the one who is most likely to get severely damaged should have the healing one. So I think you should have it, Darian.
Thank you. I don't want to die 3 times today.
no promises.
I'll put the ring on.
Okay. It's going to take you a little while to attune to it, but
It eats
you've
your
got it,
finger.
I was waiting for it, and it is a mimic of healing.
Oh my god.
For someone who doesn't want to die today, you sure are antagonizing people who deal in steel.
He doesn't have good social skills.
Clearly.
Uh,
I would like to have the Ring of Featherfall, just unless you think you could use it more, Nelitha.
no, I don't even have a space for it.
Oh, I don't either, actually, thinking about it. Thank you. Stupid.
None of us have, freaking 3 attunements. I have 10 fingers.
Or at least there should be slots for different parts of the body. So it should be like your head and your hand and a ring and a shield.
I am
Like there are slots for different parts of the.
A little more generous when it comes to attunement because you do have different parts and attuning to things doesn't require continual concentration. So it's not as if it means that you have to stop thinking about one so you can think about another. So if you have less than 2 rings, go ahead and add it because I will let you attune to one on each hand if you want.
I don't have any rings that I am attuned to.
Take the ring. I have one that I'm attuned to.
Thank you. So we'll take off her right-handed gauntlet and put it on her finger, whichever one it fits on.
All right. And it does fit on whichever one you put it on to. It's a little disconcerting that it just fits to your finger.
Oh.
Magic.
Yeah. She'll put it on her middle finger, if only so that if she's falling, she can do like the flip off as she's falling.
Yep, that works. All right.
Time to step out of the room so you can do your crushy. Oh wait, did I find hold on, did I find any potions?
No, there are no potions. He doesn't seem to be a potion-y kind of guy.
That tracks.
Motherfucker.
He doesn't need potions. What he thinks anyway. It's pretty arrogant.
So you're just going to
step out of the room reluctantly.
Woo.
Yes, I'm going to step into the center of the room, put the cube down for the instant fortress, speak the command word, and immediately book it out of the room.
I'm so sad about this.
Wow. Okay. It grows and crushes basically everything in the room. How big is the fortress?
Huge. It's gonna bust through the fucking ceiling.
It's 400 by 400.
It's 20 feet on a side and 30 feet high. I would stay close enough to keep an eye on it and basically reverse it as soon as it crushes everything in the room before it has a chance to do more than maybe break out a window.
Okay. Well, it doesn't completely crush everything.
Oh, God.
Because this room was, I said the hall was 35, 40 feet, another 5 feet of other hall. So it's about a 30-foot room.
Okay.
But it does crush everything to the sides. And you definitely hear some explosions. And you also hear the crumbling of stone as it definitely goes through the roof. Because the ceiling was certainly not 30 feet high.
Well, if he didn't know we were here already, he does now.
I like ringing the bell.
So what are you guys doing now?
After assault,
Bringing my fortress back down to Little and getting it back.
can I look up? Is there like more floor? Or is it ceiling?
There's sky now.
Okay. I didn't
We
know
were
if
on
there
the
was
top
a
floor.
level above us.
Well, there was.
Can I see that?
No, you
Like,
see
if
the sky now.
Oh. So I don't see if there's like another door that would have been like on the wall or anything.
Right. Is there another floor that it crashed through in
Yeah,
order to get
is
to the
it like-
ceiling?
there was definitely a level above, and then there is sky.
Oh, shit.
Herder's thumbing through the spell book to see if he can.
Herder is?
because-
Oh my God!
I'm sorry. I'm missing.
Do you know how many times in the last hour I've had to stop myself from saying Rowan?
Oh, okay, very good. Darian is thumbing through his newly acquired spell book just quickly to see if he has an idea whose it is, what's in it. Save that info for later.
Okay.
I'm gonna silently watch from behind
Before
him.
you do a whole lot more,
Oh, no.
I need you all to roll me a perception.
Fuck. Perception.
Oh, hell. Nat 20 for a 27.
21.
Okay. Well, the good news is you all rolled above the stealth.
The bad news is...
You hear footsteps coming. You hear a lot of footsteps coming.
Cool.
I would like you to roll initiative, please.
Can if we're hearing footsteps, can I slink into the shadows?
Yes. But I still need you to roll initiative.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna slink and hide.
So are you in the hallway or are you...
So what I would do is basically use the room that we crushed and just like slink into the shadow of like right next to the door kind of thing. And I can roll stealth if you would like me to.
Go ahead and do that too.
Okay. I gotta remember what my initiative was real quick.
Darian, what was your initiative?
15.
Okay.
And where are we hearing these footsteps coming from? Down the hallway?
Uh-huh. Well, yes. So, you were on the first hallway with the teleportation room over here and the magic room over there. You went partway down that hall. It's coming from, like, behind where the magic room was.
Okay.
Nell, what was your initiative?
23.
Okay. Let's hit start. All right. The good news is...
Mine was a 3. I don't know if you caught that.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's fine. You do go before some of the stuff
I
that's
get
going to
cleric
happen.
initiative very frequently, even if I'm not playing the cleric.
So...
Danny, my stealth was a 30.
Jesus.
Okay. So you are not seen.
Nalitha has left all of you. You're gonna die.
That doesn't surprise me.
It's fine. So yeah, the good news is that you are not taken by surprise. You see as the Archmage, Horin Tebeth, comes around the corner with several others alongside him. And Darian, you recognize some of these as classmates. Well, former classmates. They're not looking so hot right now. Refresh.
Guys, these were some of my classmates.
That's not surprising.
Yeah.
All right.
As he comes
Guess they
running
get to
around the
die
corner.
multiple times too.
He looks furious.
What?
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
Wait. Why did I have to roll an odd or an even, Danny?
It was to help me decide if you found something or not, and you did not.
Oh, sad panda. Okay, that's
okay.
fine. Maybe later.
And as he comes around the corner, he locks eyes with you, Isolt. Because you're the one that killed the first simulacrum. The simulacrum with the gem with the eye on it that he could see through. And he reaches out and casts.
If he looks like he's about to cast something,
He does.
Darian casts Counterspell.
All right. And once again, I have to refresh myself on how Counterspell works for higher levels.
Counterspell is a 3rd level spell. If the spell is 3rd level or below, it just doesn't go off. If it is higher than that, then he has to roll a spell check. The DC is the level of the spell plus 10.
Okay. So I need you to roll me your check there.
It says, do I add my modifier or my spell attack to it?
Your spell attack.
Okay. So that is a 4 plus 8 is 12.
That is not enough.
Fuck.
And he casts Force Cage.
No!
Okay, cool. I'll just leave the call.
Oh. You know what? That's a terrible plan, isn't it? I don't want to do that to you. Never mind. We're going to back that up. Because, honestly, I want you to play. And
Yeah,
I thought Darian was going to hit it, so we're gonna switch up to my plan B.
Oh, wait. I mean, that's a 14, not a 4. Plus 8 is 22.
Yeah. No, he's not going to be casting Force Cage. He's still going to cast a 7th level spell, though.
Okay. So I will still use my Counterspell and fail.
Yep. This time, so what he does is he is going to cast Finger of Death. And Isolt, you need to make a con save.
Okay.
This is a 7th level necromancy spell.
Cool. I rolled a nat 20 for a 26.
Oh, okay. So the good news is you take half damage. Let's go ahead and roll his damage. So you take 33 damage.
I actually take half of that because I have Aura of Warden that gives me resistance to damage from spells.
Nice.
So that is, what is that, 16?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That works.
Chef's kiss.
Okay.
I
Good
appreciate you
saves.
not taking me out of the game, by the way, because I was just
Yeah.
like, if that had got up, it would just be like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave because there's nothing I can do.
There's nothing any of us can do because it can't be dispelled by dispel magic either.
Yeah,
Right.
so you'd be stuck there and we'd have to. Yeah, no, we're.
Hey,
That's just not a very good narrative choice on my part, so I
you
apologize
know,
for that. We fixed it.
we fixed it. It happens. Don't worry about it.
And he glares because he really thought that would hurt you a lot more. All right.
Just like lock eyes with him for a second and then like brush off a little bit of the dead hair that just died on off of my shoulder.
He does take the moment to say, "You're going to regret that. Killing me, that is." Let's just double check that's.
You know, it's not often that I get to kill an annoying person twice.
Fun that you think that.
It was your friend who killed me the first time. Or the second time.
Uh, Nelitha, you're up.
Cool beans. So was his initiative roll higher than mine?
Yep.
Okay, fucker.
I rolled a nat 20 for him.
That no. That's fair. I was just wondering. Yeah. So I am not seen. But I am going to take my short bow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to shoot him.
Okay.
And because he doesn't know where I am, I get the sneaky sneak, yes?
Yes, I guess so, yes. He can't see you.
Great. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak. Where is the rest of my dice? There. Okay, hold on. Let me roll to attack first. 17 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. So there's 5d6. There's another one. There. Okay. All of my d6s. Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay.
It's either a lot of sixes or a lot of ones.
There's a lot of high numbers.
That's a good feeling.
33. Oh, hold on. 37 points of damage.
That's a lot. Okay.
That is a powerful short bow.
All right.
Yeah. I rolled a lot of 6s and 5s. I had 1 in there.
Okay. Anything else for you?
Let me see if I have a bonus action. I'm gonna hide a little bit more in the room.
Okay. Darian, you're up.
Darian looks at Tevin and casts blindness on him.
Oh.
Tell me about that one.
Blindness. One creature that I can see within range must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or it has the blinded or deafened the blinded condition for the duration, which is 1 minute. Okay. At the end of each of its turns, the target can repeat the save, ending the spell on itself on a success.
Okay. What is the save? That's the DC for this.
It says my save DC is 16.
Well, hell.
Is this bitch blind?
He's blind for the moment, at least.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hard to attack things you can't see, you sucker.
It's true. There's a lot of spells that say a target that you can see.
That is true. That is very true.
Sucks to suck.
However.
Oh, fuck. We're in his house.
Anything else for you, Darian?
Oh, no.
Darian can only do 1 attack per action. I think that's it. Yep.
Some of
that
your
is all.
Former classmates have come around the corner. You see several of them, in fact. And the first one is going to cast Fireball. Well, because, they're all dead little wizards.
Counterspell.
Okay! And that stops it because it's 3rd level, so yep. All right. The second of your classmates runs up to you, Darian, and is going to slam itself into you.
Just like in the clubs.
That is... Oh, God, that was a natural 1. So I think his perception was a little bit off. The one beside him does the same. That's 19 to hit.
Yeah, my AC is 13.
And manages to knock you into a wall for 4 bludgeoning damage.
Damn it, that hurt.
And the next of the classmates is going to cast Magic Missile. 3 bolts, and all 3 at Darian. So that is 5, 10, and 12 points of damage.
Youch.
Okay, so is it 12 total or 5 plus 10 plus 12?
No, 12 total.
Okay, I'll just take it.
Isolt, it is your turn. You
How
do
many,
see some more
how many
students coming
classmates?
around the corner.
Okay,
How many do I see coming?
There are 4 more.
And then 2 that attacked Darian already. So
4 that already attacked you.
4 that attacked me.
Yes.
So there's 8 altogether?
Yes.
Okay.
8 altogether so far, and also
That we see so far.
Tevin or whatever the fuck his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 9 enemies.
Total currently.
So far.
Okay. Right. This
Get
is where-
Tevin.
Yeah.
That sucker.
Well, problem with that though is that if we kill him, the undead are unlikely to drop, and I'd like to not be the only one left standing. So I'm gonna wade into the group that is currently surrounding Darian and start making some attacks.
Okay.
Make some bad choices!
Yay!
We started with a bad choice. That's just kind of the way she rolls.
And now we ended here.
That is 19 for my first attack.
Okay, that hits.
And since I did declare that my sword is currently on fire, it is a D8 plus 2d6, and where are you? I'm gonna spend I'm gonna spend a spell slot to do a divine smite. These are undead, correct?
Yes.
So that will be an additional 3d8 for my first level spell.
Okay.
Do you even have to roll?
This is why I pulled out the real dice. I didn't want to deal
fun.
with counting. All right, so that is 10, 20. Oh, that's very nice. 25 plus 32 points of damage on this feller.
Okay, you take out this first one entirely.
Brilliant. Just slice through that first one. I'll turn to the second one and make another attack.
Okay.
And that was a 17 to hit.
Yep.
And I'm gonna spend another spell slot to do that again.
All right.
Not well. Okay, that is 10, 24, 27, 34 points of damage.
You have eliminated this one as well.
Brilliant. Let me see. Is there anything else that I want to do? Sure, why not? I will turn to the third one that is on Darian, and I want to do a Shield Master shove just to try to get it off of him.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm... Oh, fuck, what are the shove rules?
Is that just strength, opposed strength?
I believe so, but let me double check that. Yes, I make a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics, whichever it chooses to use.
Okay. This one will... They were magic students and now they're zombies.
Yep. So that is a 19 for me for my athletics.
That was a 12. So you do manage to shove this one away from
Excellent.
Darren.
Yeah, I want to shove it away from him and get between him and the slavering zombies. I am trying to make myself the biggest, scariest target on the field.
All right. There are then 2 more zombies coming towards you. The first one is going to... The first one is going to cast Frostbite, which is... Give me just a moment. Pull that back up because I closed the wrong thing. So I need a Constitution saving throw from Isolt.
Okay. That is a 19.
Yeah, that saves. So that is going to be just 1d6 of damage.
Is that how frostbite works?
No, sorry, that was on a failed save. It's fine. You've succeeded.
I thought it was a saber
I read that
suck.
backwards.
It's fine.
It failed to hit you. That's where my brain was going. And the second one there is going to try casting a Ray of Frost. And so for that one is just a spell attack. So that will be... I have too many things in my notes.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
We're just going to roll. I think an 11 is probably not going to hit you.
Correct.
All right. So it just sort of whooshes past.
Just like tip my head a little bit.
All right. We are back up to the Archmage. Who is blind?
Who is blind?
And pissed. The good news? Well, the good news for him is that he is quite certain that he's got a whole chest full of diamonds in there and can just raise some more dead. So he points because he doesn't have to see for this one. He just points. And I need everyone to make me a dex save.
A counterspell.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
Let me cast it. All right, so
You're going to need to beat an 18.
Oh
yeah. All right, D&D Beyond actually doesn't have a spot for me to cast it at 4th level because I'm out of 3rd level slots. But the legacy rules let you cast it at higher levels. So I'm just
that's fine.
I'm just gonna click on the slot to say it was cast.
For sure.
All right. And so I rolled a natural 20.
Damn! You and your counter spells! All right.
And
As he points towards
28.
you, there's just a sort of sizzling sound.
Sucker.
And he starts rooting around in his pockets. Damn. All right, Nelitha, you're up.
Cool beans. He still doesn't know where I am, right?
He's blind.
He's blind, so.
He is able to make that saving throw
Oh,
at the
yeah.
end of his turn,
Right.
though, isn't he?
Constitution saving throw.
Sorry, I do try to be fair.
Right. No, that's good.
Yeah, that's only an 11, so.
Yeah.
Great.
And it needs to be a 16.
Okay.
Fuck. God damn it. All my dice just falling onto the goddamn floor. I gotta find another d20. Hold on. 17 plus 8.
25.
Thank you.
To
Hit him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. $29 points of damage.
Okay. He's not.
I'm gonna.
He's not
wreck
pleased.
That's okay. Can I tell that he is blind?
Probably.
Okay.
I think I announced it.
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay. Okay, I am going to slip out of the room and just like go down the hall a little bit.
Closer to him or further from him?
Further from him.
Okay.
Being sneaky so that he doesn't hear me moving.
One of the zombies that had been near Darian got bumped closer, probably to you. And he's going to try smushing you.
Okay, he
As you
has
go past.
disadvantage.
I don't think that matters because an 11's not going to hit you anyway.
It's true.
All right. But he tried.
Gave that good college try.
All right, Darian, you're up.
Darian looks at Tevin and cast Fireball at 5th level right at him.
All of us.
Okay.
I want to get away.
And he can't see. I'm going to ask for opinions here. Can he cast shield, hearing this being cast as his reaction?
Isn't shield isn't fireball a like dex save?
Yeah,
Shield
fireball
wouldn't help
so it
him.
wouldn't help.
Yeah, fireball is
Okay.
AoE. I could see an argument for him counterspelling that, ironically.
But is counterspell a sight thing though?
Well, fun fact.
I don't think so.
He doesn't have counterspell because
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
he's not used
Right.
to having people react to him.
Right.
He's the one in charge.
What a stupid bitch.
Yeah.
I'm so
Hubris,
glad
man.
Blueberry
Yeah.
can't hear me.
Right, so you said it was a dex save? Or dex?
Yeah, dex save.
That was a 17. So that's
And
half
save-
damage.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so what's the damage on him?
8d6 on a failed save and half as much on a successful.
Yeah, so roll 8d6 and then we'll half that.
Okay.
Hey, boy.
I didn't see that.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball.
25. Man. Some 6s and lots of 1s and a 3. So half that be 12.
All right.
Damn.
He's looking a little singed. Anything else for you, Darian?
Yeah, no.
Okay. The former classmate beside you turns and tries to throw a frostbite spell at you. Please make me a Constitution save, Darian.
11.
That.
When you're done resolving that, if this is the one that was near, is this one that was near me?
Which one? Zombie H was the one that you shoved off of him. This is Zombie F, so this is a different one.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. I had to go through what was the order of...
This is why Theater of the Mind is so hard for me, because it's like I don't know where anything is.
So that is 1d6, and this is just easier to roll this way. So that is 6 points of damage for you.
That hurt.
The next one is beside Isolt, and is going to also cast Frostbite. So I need the con save.
From whomst?
From Isolt, please.
Ah. Sorry, that was not clear. That's a 7.
Okay, so that is going to be 4 points of frost damage.
Okay.
I don't know how you're gonna survive that.
You know, I get a little bit chilly.
Flaming Sword should be some defense against the frost.
You'd think, but there's so many spells that just kind of don't make sense.
Speaking of spells that don't make sense, the next one is going to try a Ray of Frost on you. That is 11. 11's not going to hit you.
No.
I would hope our clinky clanky holy tanky had higher than an 11.
Try more than twice as much.
Oh.
And then the last one is going to do Thunderclap.
Ooh.
So that is going to be right next to you, Assault. So I need you to give me a Constitution save, please.
That's better. 25.
Yeah, you save. All right. It is your turn, Isolt.
All right, well, I'm going to keep... what about the other 4 that were on their way? Have they entered the fray yet?
Yes. One of them was the one that did Ray of Frost at you. And the others are... They have rounded the corner. They are near the Archmage. They are getting close. On their turns, they will reach you.
Okay. Well, the one that I shoved, I'm up close on, so I'm going to make an attack on that one.
Okay.
That's a 15 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Brilliant. And I'm going to use a spell slot again.
Okay.
Whee. All right. So that is 10... 30 points of damage.
All right, you take that one out.
Excellent. I'll move up to the next one that is currently on Darian and make another attack. Get this area cleaned up. As a 26 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And just verified. Yep, I'll use my last first level spell slot on this guy.
Okay.
It just gets worse from here for them. Ooh. All right, so that is 10, 20, 31, 38 points of damage.
Yeah, he's gone.
Gone.
He's gone.
Gone.
There is one more who is nearby you. That is the
Cool.
one who casts Thunderclap on you, so you
All right,
can
I'll
easily move up on that one.
I'll move up on that one and do a shove and see if I can slam it into a wall for fun.
Alrighty.
So that's my athletics versus his athletics or acrobatics.
Well, that's an 8. So,
Mine was also an 8.
well, let's roll again.
All right,
Oh,
rollies.
please.
That's an 18.
Mine is a 19.
Ah, damn. Okay. You shove him.
Want to try to smack him into a wall, but I think that with that narrow margin, I may just shove him.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm basically placing myself between Darian and all oncoming traffic at this point.
Gotcha.
How many oncoming traffics are there still coming?
There are 4 zombies remaining.
4 zombies and a blind
And a blind archmage.
necromancer.
Yeah. Who's really pissed. Okay, next zombie is going to get up close to Isolt again and is going to try thunderclapping. So that is a constitution save.
22.
That saves. And the other zombie is not going to get quite so close and is going to throw frostbite at Isolt. So that is another constitution save.
10.
That misses. Or rather, yeah, that fails.
Yeah.
So that is 6 points of cold damage.
Okay.
All right.
Still in triple digits.
So
Okay.
frosty.
It is the Archmage's turn again. And once again, he's casting a spell.
Counter spell.
Roll for it. We're looking for a
That's a
17.
12 plus 8 is 20.
Damn it. All right. Cool. Cool.
Sucks to suck.
I mean, for storytelling purposes, Darian ought to have disadvantage since he's like the student or whatever, but, whatever.
Yeah, well, again, narratively, I did point out that this guy's not used to being disobeyed.
This is true.
He is going to
Be
use
super pissed.
his bonus action. Oh, hell, no, he's not. He's just going to try to unblind himself. Nope. All right.
He can't see me rubbing my eyes.
He is backing a little bit down the hall, reaching his hand out to feel where the wall is. Nelitha. Nelitha's making faces.
He still doesn't know where I am.
He does
Ooh,
not.
he can't see me.
Can't see me. 17 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. Knocking shit over. 24 points of damage.
All right. Anything else for you?
I don't really have anything else.
It's not like you need to hide.
How far away from me is he?
Probably 30 feet.
I'm gonna Misty step behind him.
Okay. All right. That is a thing that you have done.
And I'll move back enough so that when he moves, I'm not like right there.
Okay.
But if he tries to like get out of my thing, I want an opportunity attack.
All right. Darian, it's your turn.
So Nellis has been sneaking.
Uh-huh.
Does Darian know that she is right in the area of effect of a fireball?
Yes, you would be able to see me. I didn't do I wasn't hiding.
Does it matter?
Darian looks at Nelitha and sizes her up, figures she's pretty hardy and can probably take it, and casts fireball at the wizard again.
All
I'm
right.
gonna fucking kill you.
So that would be a save.
Dex save.
I mean, you have evasion, and also like you can take no damage if you roll right.
Yeah.
So again, at 5th level.
All right.
So Dex save 16.
He saves. Does Nelitha?
Natural 20. 29.
Hey. So half damage.
And
All
then
right.
on top of that, I'm gonna do my reaction.
So
And-
half that. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Half damage is 20.
Okay.
Yeah. As a reaction, and this sucks because now I have burned my reaction. You know what? No, I'm not going to burn my reaction. I will just take the damage and be angry about it. Stab a
So-
child after we're done here.
Darian was correct in his assessment that she could probably take it.
Mm-hmm.
Bastard.
I mean, I didn't come here planning to do PvP, but you just kind of misty stepped right into it.
You have other spells than fireball, motherfucker.
Darian is angry. He's kind of single-mindedly angry.
You know who's angry now? Nelitha.
All right. Those 2 zombies are dead.
Oh, speaking of which, were there any other zombies within 20 feet of Tevin
Since they were shambling up.
Oh,
when
there
Fireball
were.
was cast?
You-
Because they might need to make those same saving throws.
Yep. That was a 16.
Yeah.
You've taken out 2 more zombies.
Good job.
Oh, wait, no, you said it was... Yeah, no, because they both
20.
failed, so...
If they failed, it was 40.
Yep, they are both dead.
I am willing to sacrifice 20 of Nelith's hit points to take out 2 zombies.
What a grumpy face she has.
She knows she would do the same.
She has made no qualms about killing you when this is over. Putting your ass back in the ground.
The 2 zombies are closest to Isolt. And let me just pull this one up. The first one reaches out towards you and is going to make a melee attack
Counterspell.
with that would be a nat 20.
Okay.
What is your AC?
23, but nat 20's always hit.
Okay. I mean, not that it's a whole lot, but that is d8 of damage, so 3 points of damage.
And is that
Shocking
doubles,
grasp.
right? Does that
Was
double?
It does, so 6 points.
Okay. That's fine.
Owie!
Hey,
How shocking!
Oh,
yeah,
and-
there's like a quick little crackle of lightning down her armor.
it is important to note that you can't take reactions until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. I forgot. Shocking Grasp did that.
Yes. And then the second one is going to try Thunderclap again, because they like that one. So a Constitution saving throw, please, from Miss Holt.
I really hate the way that the dice in D&D Beyond roll. That's a 9.
That
Like,
is
the way it rolls, it hits a corner really weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't roll it.
That is only 2 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. It is your turn.
Oh, well, then I can now take reactions.
Yes, you can.
Congratulations.
So how many zombies are near me at this point?
There are 2, and they are both within 5 feet of you.
Beautiful. I'm gonna start doing the choppy chop.
Choppy chop.
Choppy chop.
Dirty 20 for the first one.
Okay, yep.
And I'm breaking into my second level spell slots to start smiting. That's an extra D8.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you're going to kill them both.
Oh, it seems very likely. Let's see, that is 16, 23.
Yep, he's dead.
Oh, let me finish my math.
You can finish the math if you'd like, but you did kill that one.
Okay. Fine.
What is the math? I'm curious now. How big was that number?
So let's see. It's 16, 23, 29, 32, 34, 37, 44.
Yeah, he very dead.
You obliterate him.
I wish that 5e had cleave rules to like cut through into the next one, because that would be very fun.
It'd be very satisfying.
Right?
back
But I will take it. Right. I think that they have that in 5.5 or whatever the hell they're calling it.
2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to last.
No.
I will take an attack on the second one. That is a 26 to hit.
Yep, definitely hits.
74 points of damage.
Don't tempt me, my man.
2 billion damage.
3 7s for 21. 22, 23, 29, 34, 41. 41.
It's also, she has died.
Poor thing. Are there any more Zomsters in the immediate area?
There are not.
Okay.
Although. Oh no, these are different than the other ones. We're good.
I don't like that.
She was gonna have them explode.
Yeah.
Kaboom kabam.
But these ones did not have the glowy eyes. These were just standard reanimated dead. They weren't part of this
Oh, I
weird
see.
ritual.
Glowing eyes.
Are there any zombies between me and the caster at this point?
Just dead ones on the ground.
Wonderful. I'm going to walk over toward him. If I'm able to get there with my 30 feet of movement, then I will be up on top of him. Otherwise, that will be what I do on my next turn, to be right up on top of him.
Yeah, you can get to him.
Here's your sneak attack damage on a platter, milady. And that is the end of my turn.
All right. It is his turn again. Really? That's what we're doing? Okay, go ahead. Counterspell me.
Actually, let me look at my spell slots. I will hold on. I will not counterspell.
Okay.
I might need the spell slot. He's still blind, so.
He is. But
No buts.
he points and casts Fireball.
If the circumference includes me, it's also very likely to include him. I just want to point that out.
He is aware of this.
Okay.
He is aware.
Or is he just kind of pointing in the direction that these other fireballs have been coming from, which would probably not include him and the other two?
No, I mean, he's pointing generally in that direction, but he is aware of what he's doing. And that is going to be fireball. Everyone can give me a
Even me, Jesus, I'm behind him.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yep.
Oh goddamn.
So
Yeah, well.
give me a dex saving throw.
$18.
27.
6.
All right, so Nelitha takes half.
Brought down to 0 because you have evasion, right?
Actually, evasion doesn't do that.
Yes, it does.
I don't have evasion.
Oh.
I have cunning action and uncanny dodge.
How do you not? What level rogue are you?
I am a level 12.
You have evasion.
I do have evasion, you're right.
There is absolutely no fucking way that you do not have evasion as a 12th level rogue.
We're subject to an effect. Oh, so that just happens then.
That just happens. You do not take damage.
Okay, great. I'm Gouda. I should have done that before. I didn't know. I thought it was a reaction to do evasion.
Right. Well, this is a big fireball.
Big splodgy.
If you did not save, you take 62 points of damage.
Okay.
So, what are the rules for how much damage you take for being like not just mostly dead, but really dead?
So what is your hit point maximum?
52.
So if you take that much damage over what? Oh, so if you have like,
if you were down to 10 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm at 30, so it takes me 32 beyond. So I had a 20-point buffer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Wait,
I'm
did you
taking a
not
little-
pass at 18?
He did not.
Apparently not. He's an archmage. He's got a
The save was
Should've count.
19.
yeah. Should have done the counter spell.
Yeah,
all
you
right,
should have.
Yeah, he was angry. All right. Oh wow, cool. I put the thing and it says I have failure and success for death saves now. I've never seen that before.
Welcome to death saving throws.
Ooh. They didn't have that in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
The Archmage is a smoldering pile of robes.
Mad.
The Lich is a smoldering pile of robes.
That's a problem. We still need to find... That is the wrong voice. We still need to find his phylactery.
We do. And Isolde will stride over to Darian, crouch down, put a hand in the center of his chest.
Hold on. Actually, do this, and then I need to do something to him.
I'm suddenly regretting the idea, frankly.
Go ahead.
I will lay hands on him and use my lay on hands for 20 points of healing.
All right. So
You back up, boy?
You gasp. And you have been killed 3 times in the last 2 days.
Son of a bitch. Sucks every time.
It does. It's true.
As he sits up, Nalitha clocks him across the jaw.
Go ahead and make an unarmed attack. And roll some damage for that.
15 to hit.
It doesn't matter. He should just take it. He's completely.
You take 2 points of damage.
Fuck.
If you ever fireball me again.
Thought you could take it. You did.
Oh, I don't fucking care. You saw me.
Whatever.
I'm going to beat him into a pulp.
We'll reach
She
up
like
and very
is reared
gently,
back to
like,
hit him again.
Darian is starting to cast fireball.
reach up and grab Nelitha's wrist. We don't have time for this. We need to find his phylactery.
Oh, what?
Look.
He's dead too?
Well, there's a smoldering pile of robes over there.
Oh, sweet.
Check to see if he has. Actually, I will. And so we'll go and check to see if there's another of those like gemmy things in it.
No, this is definitely a body.
It was definitely the actual lich.
Let me look through his robes. Is there anything fun?
Ash.
I will scoop some of that ash up. Human remains is worth something.
I want to know what
somebody could use some fucking lich ash.
I want to know what lich ash goes for on the open market.
You would be surprised.
All right, you have a bag full of lich ash.
A bag.
All right.
More like a vial.
Let's tear this place apart looking for his phylactery.
Is there anything in the robe, though? Like any items or anything?
In the pile of ashes, there are a couple more rings,
Yoink,
including
yoink.
a signet ring.
Yoink.
And there's a necklace, like a chain, with a big gem on it.
Yoink.
And as you look at that gem, it is a ruby.
Oh. Brush the ash off of it. What is it? Is it? And it look like anything special?
As you stare into it,
I'm gonna get sucked into this fucker.
roll me.
Oh no!
I would like you to roll me a Constitution check.
If you're close, if you are close to me, you get an additional +4.
You came over to the robes with me, so
I came over first, yeah.
Constitution check.
Yep. Just
a check, not a saving throw. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't help with that.
Okie dokie. Well, that is a 15.
Okay. You feel a little lightheaded and dizzy, but as you're looking into it, it's almost like you're looking through it. And as you're watching, you see it's dark, but you see occasional glimpses of coins, maybe, and weapons. It's very strange.
Does this seem like this might be looking into the bag of holding? Oh, Isolde, I know what your bag of holding looks like.
You never ask a lady that.
I don't have to.
And then as you're looking, you feel sort of another wave of dizziness, and the image shifts. And this looks... There's a table in amongst piles of coins and gems and robes and...
Oh my god, I think I'm in Erasmus's hole now. I guess they killed the other one?
Good. Well, then that means that we've done it in the right order with the other simulacrum and now this one.
Yeah. Does it shift again, Danny? Is there a third?
There is a shift.
Fuck.
And all you see around you is wood.
Like trees?
No, like wood.
Like lumber.
Like you're inside a box.
Inside a box. Oh, the phylactery.
That seems correct.
It's a wooden box.
So
Phylactery's a platinum box.
This shows wood.
Oh, okay. What I saw before was platinum.
It would actually show you what his fucking phylactery would look like?
Well, he didn't mean to.
Maybe he changed it after you saw it. Can they do that? I look at Assault.
I mean, if the phylactery is an object that is being kept within the box, that seems very likely.
That's
Might have just switched out which box it was in.
Whatever. Does it tell you where it is?
No.
Ask it nicely. Oh, no, you don't do that. Never mind.
I will kill you. I will kill you. I have no problems stabbing a child.
Whatever. At this point, that seems to be what I do. That's my thing now.
It's true. Well, we have a lot. Oh my god, this tower is so big. What if we just take your thing again, Assault, and let it consume the whole tower? It would destroy it eventually, right?
I think there's a special procedure for destroying a phylactery.
Okay.
Are there any details about the wood, like the color of it, the approximate like size and shape? Assuming that the thing that we're looking through is about the same size as the thing that's in my bag of holding, which seems like a fairly reasonable assumption.
Yes.
Trying to get a gauge for like how big this thing is that we're looking for, and if it's something that we saw back in the experimental room.
And while the two of them are talking, Darian's going to go back into the experimental room and just start rummaging through all of the stuff that's smashed up on the wall.
Okay. Darian, give me an investigation check with advantage because at least you have a vague idea of what you're looking for. And Isolde and Nelitha, you are studying this. You're looking through it. It does keep changing between the three, so you have to sort of put up with the other two and the weird swimmy sort of feeling. Isolde, give me a constitution check, please.
21 on investigation.
Okay.
21.
Oh, all right. So yeah, you get the same sort of slight dizzy sensation, but nothing big. As you're looking at this wooden section, it seems relatively small. Like the box is probably not a lot bigger than this gem. And as you're looking, the top doesn't quite touch the sides. And there seems to be a fastening of some sort at one end. Darian, you found several boxes. And
I'm not opening any of them. I'm just setting them aside so that the other folks can take a look.
Are you specifically looking for boxes, or are you opening drawers and looking through everything?
I'm looking through everything.
Okay. You make your way around to that apothecary cabinet. And you pull open one of the drawers. And Assault and Nelitha, you see Darian's face.
That's it.
What the fuck?
That's it. Whatever you just found, that's it.
Darian,
okay.
Inside this drawer is another one of those rubies with an eye carved into it.
Hey, look, it's an eye ruby. Eye ruby.
Right?
All the kids are going to be having eye rubies before we know it. next to their eye rocks.
Oh gosh.
I think now is the time to head back, or I think we finish casing the tower, see if there's anything else that we want to retrieve from here, and then we head back and make the headmaster deal with this phylactery. I seem to recall there's a time limit before our lich is able to reconstitute.
Isn't it that, don't they roll for it usually?
Darian, you would know that it's not immediate. There is going to be a delay.
We got some time.
So let's use it wisely.
We know how much time. I don't want to spend too much time in the tower if it's like.
Is it hours, days?
I believe it is days.
Okay.
I thought it was days.
Oh, okay.
It's at least a day or two.
I want to say it's like between 3 and 11 days or something weird like that.
Oh shit, we can actually just like take a long rest if we wanted to for somebody who's a little singed.
How'd that happen?
Well,
I can't cast fireball.
Darian, are you able to take them home?
So
that's a great question.
Yeah. Has Tevin brought his necromancy club to his tower on a field trip in the past?
Nope. Now, you would have memorized the teleportation circles, the official ones at the school.
Right. And there is a permanent teleportation circle
at the school.
And
there's a permanent one here.
And right. So I don't have it prepared, but I can teleport us back from the teleportation circle. So if you give me
tomorrow.
Give me some time to prepare that spell.
That seems reasonable.
All right. So you're going to rest here overnight?
Well, Isolde is going to go through the tower, top to bottom, looking for any more zombies or undead or anything like that. Being the clanky, holy tanky, going through and cleansing this bitch.
I also wouldn't mind looking like for a front door to actually figure out where this tower is, if I could figure that out at all.
So
and Darian's going to spend all his time in the magic room looking to see if he finds anything else he can keep.
All right. So because you have all day, basically, to finish doing this, there are no more undead. But when you get downstairs, you get to the front door, and you get out to the courtyard. It's a very fancy-looking courtyard. Off to one side is a garden. But it turns out it's less of a garden and more of a graveyard.
Ooh.
There are corpses buried there.
It's a garden for growing zombies.
Essentially, yes. He kept them there in case he needed them, and did not have time to raise any more when you guys had showed up. But you can see that had he had more time to prepare, more students would have been raised. Maybe they weren't students. You're not sure. The graves are all unmarked, but there are definitely bodies in the garden. Looking around, you are in the middle of a forest. So, unfortunately, there aren't a lot of landmarks to identify where specifically you are.
Okay, that's fine.
You can't tell by looking out the big old hole that the fortress blew in the roof.
I mean,
above the treetops.
In the future, you could probably send someone looking for a fortress with no roof in the trees, but unless
or just before we leave, we can cast fireball on the fortress and burn it down.
I would like you all to roll me a nature check. Just to see if you recognize the forest.
Holy
19.
18. I rolled an 18 on the die.
I also got an 18.
It's a forest.
Okay.
It looks like several forests you've been in before that all look like each other. So.
Fair enough.
I wonder if it's even on the island.
Probably not. That would be stupid.
Well, and you can probably, if you wanted to, Darian, take an object from in here and put it on the ground, like just outside the tower, and then scry for it or something from the school.
And that might someone else could scry for
idea.
it.
Well, if you know what it is, you know what you're looking for.
so I could tell someone else what to look for.
Sure.
Yeah,
You could leave your hat, leave your shoe.
I like my
I
hat.
genuinely do not care. He's dead, and that's all that I cared
Yeah.
about.
Sure, I just didn't want somebody else to stumble upon this place if we
Oh,
could.
don't worry. I'm going to make sure that once we're done here, there is very little that anyone else could use.
Fair enough.
Isolt is very like single-minded focus of like setting small fires, breaking things, destroying things.
Fair enough.
You do notice as you're going through all this, it's a fairly well appointed tower. There's a lot of space, a very grand dining room, and a large kitchen. And you must be just catching the very end of the spell. But there are, Darian, you recognize the spell Unseen Servant. And there are several of those puttering through the kitchen and preparing dinner. So you actually get dinner tonight if you would like it.
And Darian eats.
Check to make sure that it's not made out of anything unsavory, but I don't expect that to be the case. He was too much of a man who liked his luxuries.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to enjoy a good meal.
Yep.
You do find a rather nice wine cellar.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
I'm assuming the bag of holding.
Load up the bags of holding and any other, like, all that wine is going with us.
All right.
Correct. Some of that might be worth something.
If not worth something, at the very least, we could toast to a successful adventure.
Yeah.
Darian, you do grab several of those boxes, and you were wise in deciding not to open them. Most of them are sealed, so it's probably a good idea to just take them back with you and deal with them in a more secure location. Unless you want to try opening them, that's all up to you. But
Nah, I killed Tebin. I'm good.
okay. I mean, technically,
I do
Tevin
wonder.
killed Tebin, but
Oh, whatever. Okay, boomer. That's to the
He did.
GM.
He did boom.
he did.
That's
boom.
right.
did
It was
boom.
the boomer. I do wonder. Wonder if I'm still enrolled.
Why wouldn't you be?
Oh, there's the whole necromancy club thing.
Well, have you learned your lesson?
Yes.
Is he a liar?
Go ahead and roll insight and then the appropriate deception or persuasion.
Ugh.
Natural 20.
Natural one. It's also very focused on other things.
Yeah, 10.
So
So
you're gonna have to.
I was deceiving.
Maybe you shouldn't be enrolled then if you're just going to keep doing necromancy.
Do they have another school for that?
Probably not.
Huh.
This is your wake-up call, Darian. Now is the time to stop doing necromancy, or you're going to have to deal with us.
Correct.
Because I am not going to wait to have another Tepid unleashed on the world in 20, 30 years.
Or less.
I will just remove you.
Correct.
Okay.
I would prefer not to do that. I know Nelitha would love to do that, but I'd
I
prefer
would-
not to if I don't have to.
Also prefer that. I've died 3 times today.
Oh, we can make it a 4th.
3's already a crowd.
All right. Just be aware that you are going to be people are going to keep an eye on you to make sure you don't backslide.
Yes, ma'am.
Good job.
So you are able to have your dinner, explore a little bit more. There is unfortunately no longer a bedroom. That was above and is crushed and destroyed. Some of it has probably landed in the experimental room. It's kind of a mess in there. Um, I think you were probably able to find a few more books, Darian, ones that interest you.
If there's any necromancy ones, Assault takes them and burns them.
That is a good call. And after a long rest, you all feel much better. And
Uh-oh. What are you doing, DB?
So, as I am an elf and don't have to get a full night's rest, I'm going to sneak into where Darian is sleeping and check what that book is.
the book is a spell book.
Yes.
It is one of Tebin's spell books.
Okay.
It looks. Roll me an Arcana check.
I'm bad at those.
I know.
But if I know it says fucking Tebin, I'm gonna take it with me.
Okay.
18. So.
Okay. So it has a couple of names of spells that you know are not beginner.
So let me just ask, does all this sneaking around the book that I'm using as a pillow wake me up?
I can do all of the things that I need to do to make sure.
I figured probably so, but I want to ask the question.
Do you want me to do my stealth and my sleight of hand?
I'm sure you'll pass. I'm asleep and really tired and half dead.
True.
3/4 dead.
I can roll all of it. Maybe I get a nat 1.
Let's go ahead and roll just in case.
Okay.
So
my stealth is a 29.
Okay. And your sleight of hand?
My sleight of hand is a 32, nat 20.
Okay,
Holy
yeah.
hell.
You don't notice her doing this, but it is definitely Tebin's spellbook. And you don't
She did the Indiana Jones
swap out with like a book of
swap it with
plants
a
or something.
pile of sand. Pile of lich ash.
So it looks to be an older spell book, so probably not like his most recent one,
Sure.
but it's definitely got some of his spells in it. You don't know enough about magic to really know.
That's okay. I'm gonna take it because it's Tebin's, and I'm gonna go wake up Assault. I'd wait till I would have been very quiet, but I would have waited until like it was your 8 hours were like up. But I feel like Darian being a child might sleep longer than the rest.
Especially
checks
early
out.
20s, yeah.
Yeah. So I would have
think...
like gently knocked on where you were sleeping, just like.
Okay. Isolde was on the verge of waking up anyway, and opens her eyes and sits up and looks at the door. Nelitha?
Hello. So
in.
I did a thing, and I come in, shut the door.
What'd you do?
Well, I saw Darian take a book from the room.
All right.
I decided to see what it was.
And?
It is one of Tebin's spell books.
That tracks.
I don't know magic that well. The only magics I have are like, I'm an elf.
My bones are bird bones.
I'm sorry, it was little hand flourishes. It just made that for me.
It was beautiful.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm just a poor helpless old elf.
Let me have a look. Most of my magic that I know is divine, but
I feel like you might know more than I do, at least.
I mean, healing and necromancy are two sides of the same coin, so potentially.
All right, go ahead and roll me Arcana to see how much you comprehend.
Come on, Ren.
Come on. Nope, that's a 2.
God damn it.
I am not at, like, my dump stat is intelligence.
It's got spells, and it looks
So
old.
I just say we keep this then.
I agree. And
Cool.
I think that it should be put into my bag of holding, because if Darian goes looking for it, he's going to assume that you took it.
Well, he can't just yank things out of my bag of holding.
If he knows what he's looking for, you think the thing and you put your hand and you get it.
Well, then I won't put it in my bag of holding. I'll just like shove it down my pants.
You don't have enough ass to hide that.
How dare you?
You know I'm telling the truth.
You know what? You're right. Boy, howdy, would I have liked to see him try to get into my bag of holding.
I thought you were going to say pants.
I thought you were going to say pants.
I did too. I really did too. Oh,
Perverts.
I mean, if you want to,
Look,
if
he's
you
a
want
college
to,
kid.
No.
It's Cougar Town.
No. Jesus Christ.
that's like great grandma town.
It's every
no,
young boy's fantasy.
no, that's fine.
Elf.
He's ooh. Oh, I know what I can do. He's still asleep. Was there another book in the room?
Oh, there are a
Danny?
bunch of them.
Yeah, several books.
Can I find one that looks similar to that one?
Mm.
I can roll. You have a luck status on my character sheet.
Give me luck.
Okay.
We're looking for 15 or higher.
Okay. That is a 27.
Yeah, you can find a book that looks similar.
Okay. I'm going to take that book. I've given Assault to the other one. I'm going to take the book that I have and put it on the ground and then set it on fire with firebolt, where it burns just enough that it looks like I burnt the book, but you could still tell that it is the book.
Okay.
While
Clever.
she's doing that, Isolde is going to go outside and a little ways away from the tower, erect the fortress, the instant fortress, put the book in there, and close it back up.
Oh. Okay.
Ah.
Because the instant fortress is listed as a thing that you can carry things in.
Clever. I like it.
And then she'll put that into the bag of holding, because it is not,
It's not
an interdimensional thing.
space.
It's not a
Bomb.
magic hole.
Yes. All right.
In case you want to know how much we want to keep this fucking spell book away from you.
No, that's I really dig that chain of technique.
So, Darian, you wake up to discover
Hey,
a smoldering
somebody took my book.
You're right, I did.
Why? I was just going to go give it back to the headmaster.
No, you were not.
We
After
had a
what-
talk.
After
We
the
had
call,
a talk last night.
we had a talk last
I'm
night.
on the straight and narrow now.
I can't trust you.
Mostly I'm scared crapless of the two of you.
Good. But the book is gone, so don't worry about
Where
it.
does it go?
I just point.
Darian looks at his spell to see if he has mending.
That won't undo a burn.
Not quite, no.
I know. It's Herder who has mending. Okay, well. You know, the headmaster probably could have learned some stuff from that, but that's on you.
I don't think a spellbook of any necromancer should be out there. Especially one like Tebben.
Can we go home?
Let's head back.
Sure.
All right, so Darian, you're able to cast the teleportation circle. That will.
Do we want to try to, before we leave, do I try to do anything to set the place on fire or anything before we
I'd like
leave,
to
but
not set a forest fire.
still be able to teleport?
I think that that's something that the school should be able to handle.
That's fair.
The three of us are not that kind of powerful, take down a whole tower without setting everything on fire kind of thing.
Yeah.
And if this is inlaid in gold, they're going to need somebody to like be able to like crack it out.
All right. Well, so to help people be able to find stuff, Darian like got a book or some piece of paper, whatever, wrote, "This is Tebin's stupid ass house," and puts it down so that yeah, and now the teleporting.
All right, and you create the teleportation circle. As it flares to life, the three of you are able to step through, and this takes you. You chose one that is a permanent teleportation circle at the school. And as you step through, you see the headmaster standing there, looking very serious. And not too far is Erasmus, sitting on a bench. And he looks up. And that's where we're going to leave off.
No! Where the fuck is Owen?
Where's the dude that killed me?
We'll find out next time on
Dragon Ball Z.
Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next time.
No.
Okay.